On my dead mom.
Oh, whoa. Man, what the fuck is good, baby? How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? How are you all living, man? Welcome back to the fucking stream. It is a Friday. It's a Friday. I'm happy to be here. Some days I wake up, I'm just happy to be alive, man. I look at these markets and you know what? I should be up more money. I wish I was up more money, but at least I'm not red. You know, some days I wake up and I'm just like happy to be here, man. I really am. I wake up and I join this stream and I see there's, you know what, 94 people before we even started talking. I'm just happy to be here, man. I'm happy to exist in what I would argue is the greatest era ever to be a trader, to be thinking about markets, to be trading markets, to be, I don't know, buying risk assets. I'm just honestly happy to be here. So I don't know what today's stream is going to look like exactly. I mean, it just gets stupider every day. I mean, I don't know. Mike, Rocket Lab's up fucking 40% or something crazy. Intel's up another 20. Bubble Boy came on and gave like the greatest call in the history of markets. You could be up 2x just on Bubble Boy alone. I mean, look, I haven't traded it that well. I'm up a lot of money on Zcash, but it's crypto, so it is what it is. But we've, at the very least, one thing, you could say whatever you want about me trading my personal book. I have my own takes on myself as a trader. You'll have your own takes. Fuck, I need to tell her to stop calling me. My God, the pick. Wait, call Malcolm. I'm on stream. Malcolm! You could have your own takes on she's calling me, Malcolm. You gotta call her. I don't know. She blowing my shit up. Cool, thank you. You could have your own takes on how I trade my book. I have my own takes on how I trade my books. By the way, call Malcolm. If you need me, no, you don't. Malcolm will fucking call you and he'll chew your ass out. Okay, don't fucking play with that kid. He'll fucking chew you out. You could have your take on how I trade my book. I have my take on what I am as a trader, but at the end of the day, what you can say is we get the right people on at the right times, period. Bar none. We'll go guest for guest with anybody on this planet, I'll tell you that. And so we've been tracking the air mass index very closely, as you know, if you've been following since the Micron full board. He's coming on the stream Thursday. It's a rare appearance. That guy does not do interviews. You don't just like get an air mass interview. He's one of the most nuts guys I've ever read posts. Like I've ever read in my life. I'm really convinced, by the way, that there's quite a few people that exist in our little bubble sphere that 20 years from now, we will be reading their texts like they're ancient scrolls. You will be reading Air Mass bull posts like it's an ancient scroll. Whether or not he makes money on the trades is completely irrelevant. These tweets, Base 16Z articles, like a lot of these Bubble Boy, Intel bull posts, a lot of these posts will be referenced amongst the greatest of all time. I really believe it. And you get to just like listen to them. It's like I would imagine if we were trading in the 80s, in the pits, whatever, and we were around, it would look the same, right? The same guys that we would want to hang out. It'd be the parallels are uncanny. It'd be the same group. You'd be in the same little, like, I don't know. It's awesome. It's lit. It's fun. And what a market, man. What a market. Me and threadguy have the same hairline. He makes me feel like I'm not alone. Dog. Really? My shit not even bad, bro. What are you talking about? Who just said, is that a first chatter, bro? That's what I'm saying, bro. That is so out of pocket, man. Also, my watch got here. It's too small though. It was a women's watch. I got a dainty wrist, they're saying. My watch got here. It's too small. I had to send it to the shop. I'm getting a fake link in it. Don't tell anybody. I'm getting a fake link to fit it to my wrist. But look, we got a lot to talk about. We have a lot to cover today. If you're watching on Twitter or YouTube, we need like to chat, twitch.tv/threadguy. I want to tell you this real quick. My latest obsession right now is hedge funds. I'm so obsessed with hedge funds because I think they're the coolest cohort of talent in the world. I just think they are. Trading liquid book is so lit. And, you know, before I brought the stream back in the spring of last year, mid 25, June, I wrote this whole, one day maybe I'll share it. I wrote this whole proposal to Malcolm and Frank and Rasmer and the whole squad, and was pitching them on why we should start a liquid fund in crypto, raise a liquid fund in crypto. I pitched everybody. And it didn't happen, obviously, and it probably would have been we probably would have blew up. For sure, we would have blew up. But I wrote this, it's like 10 pages. I made Leap read it, Leap read it. It's like 10 pages long. That's why we are uniquely positioned to run money. Thank God we didn't, because it wouldn't have gone. We would have bought, I don't know what we would have bought. Crypto. Maybe we would have bought the we would have bought Hyperliquid pretty low. But mention that Camilo on stream, he started one for a month. Yeah, he doesn't want to run money. But I always, so like when I wrote that, and then I was like, I didn't know what to do with my life. And I had this idea in my head that I was going to go work for Paradigm or a Lion Style. I called Imran from Lion Style and said like I wanted a job basically. And I wanted to be a VC. I thought I wanted to be a VC. And as time has gone on over the last year, and I've read all these books and read about a lot of traders, I think venture capital is so boring and like, it's not lame. I don't have a better word. My vernacular is underwhelming, but it's just like so boring, bro. VC is the most boring thing of all time. And I always thought it's not lame because they're awesome and they raise money and the world doesn't exist. You need venture capitalists or else the world, like, what are startups without venture capitalists? It's like, but it's an entirely different game to play that. You're investing in like founders and relationships, and you're like a official community member of these companies, and you're in it for 5 years, pivot. Like, there's a story of someone that invested in Shane Copeland, and he was building, it was Nick, not Tamagotchi, I don't know his name, Tamaniero, what's his name? I met Nick something with he bought the ape punk. I'm all over the place today. He bought that ape punk with the blue bandana. Yeah, yeah, that's it. Tamino. And he invested in Shane, thank you, for whatever his old startup was, for like 2-3 years. He was all in on Shane for this old startup, and then the startup like basically, he wrote this story, he published on Twitter. Startup like basically fails, and they're on their last couple months of runway, and Shane's like, I'm going to pivot this thing to a prediction market in like, 2019, 2018, something way back. And he was like, I back you fully. And then it like turns into Polymarket. But it's like, bro, he was in this thing for like 6 years. And I'm like, man, I don't like anybody enough to be with them for 6 years. By the way, legendary trade. Congratulations. Legendary investment, I guess. I don't like anybody enough to be in them for 6 years at all. And so I always like had in my head I would be a VC at some point. That would be like my ride off into the sunset. And I'm now so obsessed with the idea of running money. Liquid, hedge fund, liquid book, you versus me, guy versus guy, dude on dude, buy versus sell, green versus red. Who can take a better position? I think it's the littest. Dude, I think it's the littest thing of all time. And I was thinking about this today because I'm super deep in this trade right now. Okay, the Zcash trade. I'm like really, really, really deep in it. And I have a lot of unrealized gains. And it's a big trade. And the thing that I realize every time I get in one of these big trades is I exert a lot to like commit to these trades. Like, I do one every 3 months, 4 months where I'm just like, I'm really in, and I'm committed, and I'm watching the shielded charts, and I got is it Velo up on the screen. Like, I'm really like in the trade, and it actually just takes a lot out of me mentally. And I was thinking about it today, and I'm like, dude, these trades are going to take me to the edge, like fully. And it will probably be the death of me at some point. But I don't. And then so I was on a call, and someone's like, okay, cool, well, you hit the big one, and then you stop. And I'm like, stop. I don't know what I would do. Like, they're like, the point of trading is to stop trading. I don't know what I would do with myself if I couldn't trade. Actually. It's like the end game is to trade. The end game is not $100 million of P&L. The end game is clicking the buttons. Like, the end game is like doing it. It's funny. Like, there's this running joke that traders learn how to trade to get out of the 9 to 5, to get out of the corporate life, to be able to live life on their own terms. And they quit their 9 to 5 to be a trader so they could live a more free life. And then it turns into like a 12 to 12. And for some reason, I just like love that. I don't know. I don't think that there's a scenario in which I could do anything else with my life at all. It's just like the best thing. I don't know. I just like don't know how you could. I don't know how you could live life and exist in this. And maybe I'm fried. I am fried. Not maybe. How you could live life going through this world knowing that Micron, an $834 billion company, is up 16% in the background and you don't even know what's happening. What? I mean, most people in the world have no clue this is even happening, right? Rocket Lab's $59.79 billion company is up 34% today. And most people in the world have no clue it's even happening. And I'm just like, man, I want to know. And so it's fucked. Like if I go on, I just drive myself mad. If I go on vacation and I have nothing to do, this is going to get gay. I'm going to move on because I'm not going to like try to get all philosophical on you, but there's this Nietzsche quote that's like, you know, if a man doesn't like have war, he creates war or whatever. When I go on vacation, I drive myself absolutely mad. Like I drive myself mad. I start biting my nails. I start like picking, like I just drive myself out of like crazy. I drive myself crazy. I cannot do it. So I need to like willingly drive myself crazy. Otherwise, I like forcefully drive. I have to forcefully drive myself crazy so I don't willingly drive myself crazy, if that makes sense. So anyways, market close is in a minute. HIMS is up 11%. We have a lot to talk about. We have a lot to cover. We have a lot to get into. It's a Friday. It's a chill Friday. Bro needs a good trip. No, I can't do that anymore. I did it on. I guess I don't know if I could talk about that on stream. Can I talk about that on stream? I did it on 4th of July last year, and I had like a fucking. It was actually one of the better days I've had in a while, but I was like violently sick before. It was crazy. I'm on the beach, like digging a hole, and it was fucked up. All right, roll call. Rug, what's good? Swan, what's good? Molu, what's good? Caleb, what's good? Viblet, what's good? What's up, Swan? Swan was there. Acceptable Reality, what's good? LeBron James, what's good? Jackson Ray, what's good? Russ, what's good? Tingle, what's good? Spicy Meatball, what's good? Teo, what's good? Sneak, what's good? Cole, what's good? Alex, what's good? Pudgy, what's good? Gerlin, what's good? Viblet, what's good? DMX, what's good? Pipe Bomb, 33, been a minute. Just, what's good? First time chatter. Omar, what's up, homie? Welcome to the stream. Hope you enjoy your time here. The Futter, what's good? Eldorado, what's good? Rasmer, what's good? Man, I'll take that shit back. JD, what's good? Wavy, what's good? Moto, what's good? Fake Moons, what's good? Triple, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Dylan Silva, what's good? Molu, what's good? 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 Moncock Maxi, Fartcoin Maxi, everything in between. What is good? All right, we have a lot to talk about today. We have a lot to talk about. I'm excited to talk about it. Love to watch the recaps in The Office. Hell yeah, CH. That's a tough name to pronounce. I'm not really sure what I'm reading. That's a tough name to pronounce. I feel like we've been getting a lot of stock guys in here recently, which is cool. It's really cool. I'm not gonna lie. There's a lot of like new faces in here, shilling new tickers. It's pretty exciting. So we got generational move in semis once again. AI trade is nonstop. It feels like it's 1999. I was -3 in 1999, but it's a unbelievable time to exist and to be a trader. We have some of our best traders that have come on the stream are up a lot. Specifically, Bubble Boy and Air Mass will be on next Thursday. Chris Camillo will be on next Wednesday. Mike Novogratz will be on hopefully next Tuesday, but sometime in the next 2 weeks, Novogratz will be on. And we are gearing, and yeah, Air Mass on Thursday. I will say this real quick. I genuinely have not. I think Air Mass and Chris Camillo are probably my two favorite posters ever. Air Mass is just like one of the greatest to ever do it. I glaze the guy pretty hard, but I've been a pretty OG fan. Also, Nick Carter is on the list. I don't know when he's going to come on. But have you ever brought anyone who's actually made a killing from trading crypto futures specifically? I mean, we've had like many millionaire crypto, like many millionaires on stream, like lots of crypto futures specifically. I can't really speak on that. I don't know. OX Law. I honestly hope he's all right. Also, if you are watching on YouTube or Twitter and you would like to chat, twitch.tv/threadguy. And let's get into the stream. I want to read you a tweet real quick, then we'll do market close. Also, yeah, I keep saying I look tired. I mean, dude, I did my portfolio breakdown today. Also, Julian Petrulius will come on. I don't know when. Is the Twitch about Google Form the best spot? I don't have a Google Form. Yo, TJ, got a fairly big X account, A5 and Telegram. Review come out, documents, could 5. I don't know what I'm asking for, but I feel like giving up, which sounds silly. My X just getting wrecked by the algo, went down 70% a week. Don't need to wait for a bull market. Brother, we're in a bull market. Just keep fucking firing. Post out some good shit. It'll get pushed, I swear. I want to read you a tweet real quick that I think is a nice callback. You're good, brother. Keep posting. What's up, Ethan? Welcome to the stream, my friend. You're going to be all right, I swear. I want to read you this Pepper tweet, and we'll get into market close. Also, everyone keeps saying I look tired. Bro, I have, oh, that's what I was saying. I did my port breakdown. And with unrealized gains on the Zcash position, and I don't think it's great to talk about open trades while they're open, but it is up 200%. It's 60% of my my portfolio. Low-key, my net worth is in this trade, 60%. Portfolio, but my portfolio is mostly my net worth. Now, there's some cash in there, but it's 60%, and I'm not touching it. And I'll tell you why. We'll get into it a little bit, but I want to read you this tweet first. So Pepper posted this on November 2nd. 2025. If you remember November 2nd, 2025, there's nothing particularly significant about that day, except for the fact that it's about 3 weeks. Also, Anson, thanks for the retweet if you're watching, brother. If you're on YouTube, Twitter, you want to chat, twitch.tv/threadguy. There's nothing particularly significant about November 5th, other than the fact that it's like 2 weeks after the fabled 1010. November 5th. So he posted this thing. It's interesting, the timing, to like look back. I think it's helpful to look back sometimes. So he posted this thing after we just legged down. It's this green candle right here. So we're at like 100K Bitcoin after the 1010 and the 125 dump. And so he posted this thing and he says, he just quote tweeted it and said 6 months later. So 6 months later, basically on the day. Did you execute your plan, or did you instead spend your time consuming massive amounts of slop and turning into a permanent bear? And so he posted this thing on November 2nd, 2025. It says, since we're all bearish now, I think this is the perfect time to ask this. Hypothetically, if Bitcoin continues to provide diminishing returns and alts continue to get more difficult and dangerous to trade, what's your plan? Now, objectively, this has happened. Bitcoin has delivered diminishing returns for sure. And altcoins have gotten more dangerous and difficult to trade, right? It's sort of like a landmine at all times. And so there's a couple like good replies here. Kobe had a good one, November 2nd, 2025, and says, not sure if Bitcoin continues to provide diminishing returns, but it is certainly possible. I choose to believe it won't for now. Well, it has. But alts on average will continue to get more difficult and dangerous to trade. IMO, irreversible trend. Massive competition amongst increasingly sophisticated buyers who believe less, yes. Primarily trade on perps with leverage, true. Huge dilution in coins, true. Launch FTVs capturing 100% of optimism, which is like down only TGEs, right? CC, our most recent one being this. What did I just do with that? 5, too much pre-market discovery for 4 to be safe. The average 2017 buyer spot and hodls weeks, months because they believe. Average 2025 buyer is buying on perps without checking the valuation and sells whenever the P&L goes red or force sells in liquidation. However, it will remain the best place for returns for smart people. Skill, expression, and asset selection is much more important, patient, much more rewarded over being early. And then outlier assets will continue to exist, maybe one every couple of years, but when they turn up, you could turn your brain off in 2017. IMO, hopefully. I think that this is playing out, and the only optimism I could really give you for crypto right now is that the 5 or so coins that are going to trade well follow a lot of these categories where, one, you don't have to be early to them, right? Look at the VVV chart's a fascinating one to me. I know we're talking about crypto, the stocks are up. We're going to do market close in a second, but I just wanted to come to this. One of the more ridiculous charts I think that we've seen, it's no longer the case that you have edge being early to these bigger alts. If anything, it's worse to be early to them because they go down only. Even like look at the Monad chart is a fun one too. Believe in it, don't believe in it. This has been a pretty good trade, but not early. And I mean, Zcash is another one. They don't have historical price history. It doesn't go back far enough. But, you know, being early is no longer the case with some of these alts. Even Hyperliquid was one that you didn't really have to be that early, right? You could have. These patterns on these alt charts are very different from what they used to look like in 21. And it's just a fun, I don't know. I bookmarked this. I'll throw it in here if you want to read the replies from how people have evolved the crypto brain from 2025. But a lot of people were, a lot of people were anti the Bitcoin diminishing returns thesis, and it largely has played out exactly like that. There has been diminishing returns. Vol is pretty cocked, which is a problem. I mean, I think crypto's biggest problem is volatility. Is it's like Rocket Lab is a $60 billion asset, and it's up 34% today. For context, like with 60 Bs, it would be crypto token number 7, right? It'd be like if Solana went to 130 or something, maybe a little less for math, like 125 today. You'd print you 4 candles. And so I think until further notice, you're going to continue to be cucked on the crypto side for the time between now and when we get the volatility back. I think this is the thing I found in my own life is I want volatility is really what I chase. I love crypto. I believe in crypto. I believe in tokenization. I believe in a couple unique crypto assets, Zcash, all of these things. But I'm really just like a volatility junkie. I am. I'm not an adrenaline junkie. I don't do roller coasters. I don't do rides. Chat, do you do roller coasters? I don't do roller coasters. I'm pretty scared of public speaking. I do drive fast, but not crazy. I'm not like a racer. I never was into like motorsports. I never really skateboarded. I never mountain biked or did any of these like motors. I never really like wanted to drive a motorcycle. Rides, I hate. I don't do heights. I'm afraid of heights. I'm scared of a lot of things. I never really, I'm not a swimmer. I don't go in the ocean much. I don't never skydiving. I would do it just because I'm so scared of it, but I wouldn't bungee jump. I don't do any of these things, but I love trade. I love swinging money, and I'm not really a gambler. I don't like to gamble if I feel retarded. Sports betting. I've never bet sports betting really. I've never really pulled slots. I've never really played blackjack. I love poker. I love poker because I feel like I can win, and I fucking love to swing money on trades. I absolutely love to swing money on trades, and that's where I feel like I get my adrenaline from. And so I just like the volatility, and I'm saying all of this to say that we're going to spend a lot of time again today talking about stocks. And there's a lot of people that have been clowning me for the last couple months on Twitter. Threadguy pivoting to stocks is the bottom for crypto. Da, 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 da. Here's the thing you have to understand is if you use social sentiment as a genuine price signal, I just think you're retarded. It's a horrific signal. It's noise. It's like the definition of noise. It's someone's emotions in the moment. It's noise. And so I didn't pivot to anything. Okay. I follow the money because I want to make money. I follow the fucking money is what I do. If there's money, I pay attention. If there's money, I chase it. When I see a bubble forming, I rush in to inflate it as big as possible. Okay. They weren't in the fucking straight four moves with us. They weren't trading oil with us. We follow if you were in this chat day in and day out, we follow the fucking money. That's what we do. And so you could say whatever you want to say, but I'm here to follow the fucking money and make some. And so I think there's a couple spots in crypto and the rest is not. And look, say what you want to say. Say what you want to say. But on Monday, when everyone was euphoric, I came on here and I said this crypto move is I came on here and I said this crypto move is fucking bullshit. That's what I said. Now, is 60% of my net worth in an altcoin? Yes. But I came on this stream on Monday and I said this move is bullshit, uninspiring. Do not long Bitcoin. Do not long Fartcoin. Don't trade any of this. Buy the good stuff if you're gonna buy it. The rest of it, this move sucks. It's fake. It's garbage. It's slop. And yeah, if that's true, why are you not in Micron or SanDisk? Look, Jackson Ray, I said I follow the money. I didn't say I was good at it. Okay. I said I follow the money. I didn't say I was good at it. I said I follow the money. So that's why. And on that note, we have a beautiful, I just love this shit, man. I'm happy to be alive today. So I hope you take profits on a 60% bag. Brother, it's 200% bag. 60% net worth is what it said. On that note, we have big market close. It's a Friday. There's no earnings, or at least no earnings that we care about. Let's, on my life, he didn't say what? Who didn't say what? Hold on, stop. Who didn't say what? I didn't say who didn't say what? Who didn't say what? Who didn't say what? That's what I fucking thought, Rasmer. All right, market close. Big market close. 13 minutes ago, many times he said uninspiring. Yes, the fuck he did, brother. Yes, he, on my life thread, didn't say fake move. You better not play with your life like that. You better not play with your life like that. Because the market doesn't fuck around. You better not play with your life like that. Market close. You already know the drill. What did you make money on? What did you lose money on? What are you long? What are you short? What do you like? What do you hate? What are you sidelined on? What did you make money on? What do you want to buy? What are you bullish on? What are you bearish on? What are you interested in? What name is niche and unique that you want me to look at? Long MSTR, short Zec. Bro, you're fucking trolling. You've got to be trolling. Tell me you're trolling. Tell me you're trolling. Long Ondo. Close Ton for some gains. Zeke Pump. Look at bio. I'm not trolling. You're short Zcash, brother. Why? Why would you short the only good coin? Call in, Eli's. Changing my lever position in hype to spot. Congrats. I sold all my soul 2 days ago. Now it's at 5%. It still sucks. Check RXT. Goblin mode. OpenAI mascot. Pure mental loop on AI trade. I think the biggest thing Chad needs to realize is Crypto Plebs guide. Bought $100 of Pepe today. Nice. Near up year to date. Long Zeke, obviously. Nice. Maybe in a couple hours. You're not really about this shit, Eli. You're all Fartcoin. You're not really about this. Long Fly, Julian Petrulis mode. I'm in Ton and Asteroid. Tau long, Ton short. Long Dancing Eddie. Long Chip. Before or after it pumped 30%. We can all send paragraphs. Yeah, you can. Watching the XPL chart looks good on the weekly. What the fuck is wrong with you, man? What the fuck is wrong with you? XPL does not look good on any time frame, bro. Long Hymns, earnings Monday. Bro, you're the one glazing XPL. Dude, I literally came on stream and said that you should commit an offering to the market gods and you should short $1 of XPL every time you enter a trade. Why do you think my Zcash thing has went out? Man, I saw XPL. Long Hymns, short Rasmer erectile strength. Dude, I got to figure something out. The Hymns with the hair pills. I feel like my risk appetite is down on waiting for. We'll skip this topic. Grab some. Pendle is moving. We have a Moncock. What else? I'm gonna look at it in a minute. What else? Mega is next. Oh, Mega's wrecked. Are we back? I don't know. Threadguy long 500k Zcash. Risk appetite down. I'm not long 500k. CB, welcome. Buckcoin Brev. We're not looking at forwards like you used to when you moved to New York City, bro. I'm saying it's like Soul chart doesn't look decent now on the lowest of keys. It does. What else? Collecting 500k funding on 5% funding on Brent. Oh, Brent. I said Brett, and I was about to clown the literal fuck out of you for saying Brett on base, but you didn't. When new haircut? First chatter, really? Take a look at Meta. All right, let's get it. If one more time, if you're watching on YouTube or Twitter and you would like to chat, twitch.tv/threadguy. Zcash chart looks like sex. The good or bad kind of sex. Like, protected or not. What kind of sex, Like good sex, bad sex. What kind of sex? you know, because I've had sex and it doesn't always necessarily mean it's good. You know, Zcash chart looks like sex. What type? You know, I've always wondered when you say that. You know. All right, let's get into it. Let us get into it. Let us get into it. Market close right now. I mean, what a ridiculous fucking day. Spot comes in plus 1%. Okay. SPX up 0.84. You're 50% of the reason the sex was good or bad. SPX up 8. Almost 1% on the day. On the news. First time chatter. What you think about Brett, bro? Shut the fuck up. Up 1% on the news. ICP gonna flip ETH in 3 years and go to 4 digits. Bro, who are these chatters? Where did you come from? Where did you come from? ICP? Are you fucking out of your mind? Where did you come from, bro? First chatter talking about ICP? What is wrong with you? Sold Zeke bought BSV? What is BSV? Bro, you're just trolling me today? You're actually trolling me today. What the fuck, man? You're trolling me today. No, you're actually trolling me today. No, you're actually trolling. You're actually trolling. You gotta be chatting, bro. These first chatters. Are you long Brett and ICP? You gotta be trolling. SPX up 1% today. Just a monstrous move. Monstrous move. It's unbelievable, really. ADA looks good here. I can't do this. I cannot do this, bro. I can't. Answer was talking about in a market bubble. What was he talking about? ICP? SPX up 1%. The Qs up 2.3. I mean, brother, look at this move. Look at this move. By the way, I don't know what BSV is. I actually don't know what that is. Nobody owns enough lift. Man. Oh my god. Look at this chart, brother. Look at this chart. Look at this chart. Okay. The QQQ right now is up a whopping 27% since the lows. 27%. Okay. 27%. If you put in 10K to the Qs 3 weeks ago when Trump was threatening to nuke Carg Island, which was obviously not going to happen, but me being retarded somehow was bearish. Dude, I was bearish on the news of on the rumor of a nuke. Okay, I broke the nut. Could get Craig right on stream. I would do it. I broke my #1 rule about nukes. Okay, I have a pretty classic nuke theory here, which is that you always buy the threat of a nuke. Okay, because if it happens, it doesn't matter, and if it doesn't happen, you make money. Very simple. If it happens, you make money. If it happens, it doesn't matter, and if it doesn't happen, you make money. Okay, and Trump threatened World War III. I was bearish, but look, you could have put 10K into the Qs 2 weeks ago on 4x leverage and be up 100%. Unbelievable. Also, by the way, remember when people were clowning that one news reporter who asked if the nuke was good or bad for markets in hindsight? She was right to ask. Bro, they clowned her, dude. They absolutely clowned that woman for no reason. It was a good question. It was a fucking very good question. It's like U.S. bombs Iran, Q's up 27%. It was a good question. Q's are up 2.3. Semi ETF, the SOX is up 6 fucking percent today. Okay, this off the lows. They want to say, threadguy, why are you talking about stocks so much? Cool, it's up 70%. It's up 70%. By the way, how low does Coinbase stock go? I want Brian on the stream, so I'll refrain. The Kospi up 0.11, Nasdaq up about 3, and the Dow is flat, teetering on our Pam Bondi 50K psychological level. Okay. Crypto. Bitcoin, I'm going to be honest, looks decent. I have this new method right now, by the way. I have this new method. If you look at the chart and you don't like the way it looks, just flip it upside down. New method. Flip it upside down. And you see this and you're like, damn, I'm bearish, huh? This looks like this chart looks like it's going up or down. Be honest. Does this look like it's going up or down? This chart right here. Damn, everyone says up. Low key up. Yeah, it does low key look like it's going up. It does low key. It does low key look like it's going up. I'm not gonna lie. How about this one? This looks like it's going down on the weekly. This looks like a breakout to the downside. Well, what if I told you, bam, bam almighty. It doesn't look that bad, I'm gonna say. Bitcoin. It's slow and boring and uninspiring, but it's all things considered, it's printing a decent chart. Eli's, we'll get there. It's printing a decent chart. My baby at the moment, Zcash, and at any moment I could flip. Do not tail me. I'm once again begging you, do not tail me on Zcash. But 573, and let's flip it. You want me to flip the chart? Let's flip it. Let me get all this fucking shit off the chart. Let me get all off. All right, let's flip it. Ready? What's your bottom price for Bitcoin this year? I kind of think the bottom's in. Wow. Send that thing lower with haste, right? Wow. I mean, look, let's see. How do I flip the candles? How do I flip the candle color? Is there like a whatever? Wait, let's see. Horizontal line. Probably right here, right? Oh my god. This thing is about to make rounded top. Sell the fuck out of this chart. Wow. Volume increase. Oh, yes. Yeah. Wait, let's go like this. Yeah, whatever. Wow. This thing looks like, look at this. Bounce off resistance. This thing is going lower, huh? This thing is going way lower. Wow. That's awesome. Send this thing to lit. Bro finally found out how to invert the chart. Daily jerker. This thing is going to negative prices, huh? Wow. Send that fucking lower, huh? So that. Whoa! What do you know? It was flipped. It was inverted. So that's Zcash. I think it looks great. Ton. I think I'm out of this again. I'm just like CB, thanks for the gifted, brother. First time chatter too, welcome. I'm just like bored of this thing right now. I'm not that fired. I don't know. I just feel nuts doing more than one thing in crypto. You know what I mean? Like, okay, Zcash, fine. But anything else, I'm just like, I don't know. I feel like insane. You know? It's like, it's obviously the underperforming asset class here. Why am I buying more coins? There's just like no reason. But Pavel Durov did come out and tweet about the Ton price, which is unbelievable. I will say unbelievable that happened. So we'll get there when we get there on the Ton thing. I think if you're in it, I don't hate it, but I think I got stopped out of it once for break even. Then I might have just gotten stopped out again for like a little bit of a loss. I'm just like not that fired up to trade this. Hyperliquid 43 looks good. Let's see, actually. Is that bullish or bearish? Here's the deal. Have you looked at the centralized SanDisk? Not yet. We'll get there. The thing about Dev tweeting about price is it's bearish unless... Seeing the boys in Discord. By the way, what Discord are you guys referencing? Do I have a Discord? Dev referencing price is very bad unless you're Donald Trump. It's very good. And so Pavel Durov isn't Donald Trump, but he's closer to Trump than he is Elon. And from that perspective, I would say Pavel Durov tweeting about price is pretty good. Agree or disagree? It's like Brian Scalabrine has this thing where he's like, I'm closer to LeBron than you are to me. Maybe I suck for an NBA player, but I'm closer to LeBron than you are to me. Pavel is closer to Trump than he is to a Solana meme coin dev. And from that perspective, a new, billionaire CEO that doesn't ever tweet about crypto, tweeting about crypto prices, I think is good. I think it's good. If I'm being honest. Also, the guy talking about ICP, you're being serious, huh? I need to tap in. Let me we'll get there. We'll get there to when we get to the crypto section, the altcoin section. Here's hype. Let's go Hyperliquid inverted. What do you think? Oof. This kind of looks bullish. I don't know. It looks the same. It's a weird chart. You gotta break this, right? I don't know. I don't have no real directional bias on this. That's hype. ETH looks like a piece of shit. No, ticker would be party if we ever went public. ETH looks like shit. Solana looks decent, actually. My thing on Solana is like, I had I'm in a chat and somebody was like, "Yo, are we long in Sol?" And Sol looks good for 100. Are we long? And I just don't understand why you would long an asset for like a 8% gain. Doesn't make much sense to me. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me why you would do that. And so I told him absolutely not. ETH inverted. Let's do it. Fine. I like this. This looks pretty bullish. Let's go further out. Wait, let's go. That trade is cooked. Says the guy who's long Ton. I don't even know about this. It kind of looks ready to go up. This looks like it wants to bounce, dude. I'm gonna be honest. This looks like a fucking bounce. This looks like a bounce. The problem with crypto, being bearish on crypto here, is that, and Eli's, you people are gonna refute my thesis, but I'm just gonna say that it would be hard for crypto that's already so battered down to go down significantly if stocks keep trading the way that they are. Not because there's any correlation other than the fact that everything's going up. Everything's in such a raging bull market. I think it would be hard to meaningfully dump crypto from here. Like, you could dump individual names, but like to meaningfully dump Bitcoin down to 50K, there has to be like a new cohort of marginal sellers that I don't know who they are and where you're finding them, if I'm being honest. I think it's a weird spot to be bearish crypto. Because you look around at these charts we're about to get to, it's a weird spot to be bearish crypto. I'm not like a bull other than one token, but it's a weird spot to be a bear. Because the RR is just tough. Bearish for like a 2K move on Bitcoin. Yeah, that's fine. XMR looks decent. Bonds are down, 10 years down 0.5%, 30 years down 0.4. Bitcoin dominance, which is my bet, by the way, for this cycle, is if there is a new crypto cycle, Bitcoin dominance goes down only. This is the chart. Would be nice. Bitcoin ranges, does nothing. Everything else rips. Would be really fun. Stretch is almost at 100, but not quite, which we have to check. They've bought 1 Bitcoin. Nice. Sailor. Also, if you're watching YouTube, Twitter, and you want to chat, twitch.tv/threadguy. Gold up 0.5%. In silver, seems like a lot of people forgot about silver. Let's give this a look upside down. I mean, this thing looks topped and is good. They want to drill this thing back down. Sailor announced he sold a yard of Bitcoin. I don't think it does much, really. Couple percent. Silver looks like it wants to make a move here. Down. Looks topped, head and shoulders. And yeah, we should actually add copper to the list. Let's add copper to my list here. I think it looks good. Wow. Wow. Copper looks great. Moon that shit. Couple percent on size is a good trade. Yeah, that's just like not the type of trade that I make, but I respect you for taking it. All right, let's do it. Oil, everything down bad. Brent down 2. Crude is flat. All the energy names are off a cliff. A couple percent across the board. TLN is Claude's pick for Bloom Beta, down pretty bad. It's unbelievable, really. The oil down on the news that we are very much at war with Iran. It's funny. I made a tweet and I said, let's play another game of who wants to hold risk into the weekend while the U.S. bombs Iran. And the answer is everybody. Okay. And how do I know that? Well, I know that because you look at these charts and you will see Rocket Lab up 34%. 34% on Rocket Lab today. It's a $60 billion company. Anyone hold Rocket Lab? SanDisk, 16%, and it is printing one of the most ridiculous charts I've ever seen in my entire life. And brother, I learned how to trade through NFTs and NBA Top Shot. I've seen some ridiculous charts. I've seen ridiculous charts. This is on a level that's unbelievable. Unbelievable. I think that bear guy got blown on a Rocket Lab short. Oh, I think he did too. Short bear. I don't think he was short, but I think he had a long that he closed, and he's down bad. Billionaire, by the way, allegedly. He tweeted this. Rocket Lab, that gap down really cost me huge. Very frustrating few months. What's the gap down in reference? Is it this? This is a tough chart to trade. Look at this thing. Imagine you longed this breakout. Green can. This is a weird chart. Wait, what's he on the daily? Let's look at it, actually. This is a weird chart because I would imagine you could have longed this right here. Right? You could have longed this candle right here on like this. If you were long like SpaceX, whatever, they wick you down 15%. I mean, this thing looks like it's done. Test it. You could have sat, but then you test this, and then they start wicking it down again. I'm probably out. I wouldn't have made it. I would not have made it through. No way would I have made it through. And then they rip it off your level like 50. They whip it 60%. That's a tough chart. I must admit. SanDisk is just. I mean, bro, from April 1st, about a month ago, April 1st, SanDisk, a $231 billion company, is up 170%. Just unbelievable. I mean, unfucking believable. Micron. I love that we have all this lore now. We know where all of our favorite traders are in. Air Mass Entry, who will be on the stream on Thursday. Air Mass will be on the stream on Thursday. Came out of retirement. Should I read you the tweet again? Do you want to read the tweet again? Somebody tell me yes. You want to read the tweet again? Tell me yes. 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 Okay, watch this. One of my favorite accounts ever. Okay, watch this. One of my favorite accounts ever stopped posting on November 16th, 2025. Stopped posting entirely. He's a Bitcoin maxi and he was a Meta maxi. First tweet back in 6 months, April 28th, calls Paul Tudor Jones a fucking bitch. Tweet number 1, 6-month hiatus. Paul Tudor Jones is a bitch. Tweet number 2, he reads, it's been more than 6 months since I last posted here. In that time, I crossed oceans, countries, stayed deep in jungles, mountains, and entire continents. There are weeks where I barely looked at a screen. Days where markets, earnings, politics, and the endless noise of timelines felt like they belonged to another world entirely. I spent time in places where nobody knew or cared about stock tickers, market caps, or what the Fed was going to do next week. Places where people wake up with the sun, where storms roll in without warning, where the jungle at night is louder than any city on earth. When you completely detach from the machine for long enough, you come back seeing things differently, simpler, more obvious. You stop overcomplicating. You stop looking for 10,000 variables and narratives. Sometimes the answer is just sitting there directly in front of you. So when I finally came back to the markets and started looking through everything again, one thing immediately stood out to me above all else. I swapped everything, including my position in Meta, straight into Micron, all in. Because from where I'm sitting, after months away from the noise, it feels almost absurdly obvious where this is going. Micron is the next NVIDIA. As for Bitcoin, nothing has changed. I never sell. Still holding every Bitcoin I bought from 1K all the way up to $120,000. I think $120K for one Bitcoin is a sweet deal, and I am pleased with those buys. Now, assuming he entered on this tweet, actually, and didn't buy anything prior to this, and assuming it's all spot and he had no calls, this stock is up 43.56% off the tweet. I mean, we're on pace for one of the greatest tweets of all time, really. We're on pace. We're on pace. Okay? We're on fucking pace. Airmass will be on the stream on Thursday. I'm looking forward to it. Intel on news of a partnership with Apple is up 14% today. That's a $627 billion company. It's up 13.96%. From the Bubble Boy stream alone. Top wick, it's up 61%. You can't say we don't bring on good guests. You cannot say we don't bring on good guests. From the Bubble Boy stream alone, Intel is up 61%. Okay, that would mean, based off of what Bubble Boy told me, he's up year to date, assuming he hasn't sold Intel. I believe he said he was up about $7.75 million, somewhere in the 100 range. He's probably up 8 figures this year alone. It's May, okay? It's May. AMD, a $742 billion company, is up 11.44% today alone, okay? Since April 1st, a $740 billion company is up 137% in 1 month. 137% in 1 month. It's worth $750 billion. QCOM, a stream favorite, one I like very much. Where's the QCOM guy? It's a $230 billion company. It's up 8%. Marvell, God Run. Since March 4th, Marvell is up 125%. Today alone is up 6%. It's a $150 billion company. Tesla, you know I hate. Apple, on news of it rocking and the partnership with Intel, is up 2%. NVIDIA back at all-time high, wicked above it, pulled back. But I have the yellow line at where I would have hypothetically liked to long an ATH break, and you'd be up a couple percent. This is a fun trade. This is probably not too late. This is a fun trade, and it's a sign we would really want to see if we are to remain a bull in this market. From where the hell does this money come from? This money comes from all Americans that work jobs, basically take half of their salary and twop it into the stock market, specifically the S&P 500, with infinite size on an infinite bid every day, every week, for the end of time. Not half, a lot, till the end of time, and they never sell. What percent of people's net worth is in what percent of American salary goes into S&P? All right, goes in 401k. 10%. Chat, if you have 401k, what percent of your salary do you put in it? What percent of your salary do you put in it? 0. 1, 0, 0. And I'm convinced Satoshi Nakamoto is associated with the UAP files and is an alien. Wouldn't hate that. 6 for the full employer match. 5 per paycheck. Match for my job. Oh, what's the salary? Okay. Bloom Energy. The biggest loser today is the Serenity stock, which is Sive is down 15%. Consumer names, we had some nice moves. Hims earnings on Monday is up 10%. Painting a pretty chart, cannot lie. Iren up 7.5%. XYZ, the block, Jack Dorsey's company, is up 7%. MSTR, wow. That, I must admit, looks like it's going to go a lot higher. What a chart. What a chart on MSTR. I mean, you could like draw this. Up, let's invert it. Wow. What a fucking chart MSTR is printing here, huh? That is, does anyone hold this? Looks pretty good. Coinbase up 4% after the worst earnings ever. I am increasingly, I don't know why you would hold any of these exchange stocks. Coinbase, Robinhood, IBKR is the only one that's interesting. I don't know why you would hold. Snapchat, GME, stream favorite, up 1.2. And then eBay, up 1.2% today. Altcoins, Chip, the leader, crazy daily, up 30%. That's the volatility that we need to see, okay? Up 30%. Jupiter, wow, what just happened? Jupiter, up 15% today. Monster. Arbitrum up 13, but not interesting to me at all. VVV is just a beast. It's up 8%. Uniswap is up 7. Pump is up 7. Near is up 7. Syrup is up 5. Pepe up 4. Galaxy up 3. Some decent charts. Monad is printing a nice chart, I must say. You want to see some volume in here, but Monad is printing a nice chart, I must admit. Sky also prints a nice chart, huh? Sky prints a nice chart. Zcash, we already know what this is doing. And Jito, which had a crazy day yesterday, is down. Last but not least, let us do on-chain, and then we're done with charts for the moment. Cards. I'm on the 1 minute. Cards also prints a nice chart. 37 mil. Hanta after the Elon hard show. Wonder where that was on the chart. Down only. But I'll be honest. I fucked with the Elon hard show. I liked it. Utia, the Ton meme coin. Asteroid check-in 155. And UDUC down only since the up it listing. Scam Altman 500K. Viblet, we're in trouble, brother. Now everyone's spamming ICP. I don't really even know what this is. It's up 13% today. What is ICP? I did see Garrett Bullish send 200 mil to Satrina new tweet. What do we got? People keep confusing a bubble with stocks go up and get overvalued. A bubble is when the prevailing trend and the prevailing misconception about that trend interact reflexively, each reinforcing the other until the gap between perception and reality becomes unsustainable. A bubble is not when everyone realizes that right now, every iota of AI demand eventually at some point upstream must move through memory OEMs. Nor is it when estimates continue rising because things are better than expected, and it's not just when stocks trade expensive to historical valuations. The reason behind the moves in AI infrastructure layer so far have been simply that we don't have enough. They've been driven by the fundamental reality more than the perception of the future. It's why the bulk of the most bullish parts of the cycle have been lumpy and centered around earnings season, when companies uniformly come out and confirm there's still not enough. In the bubble, the reality is driven by the market, not the other way around. Everyone keeps saying people are going to freak out if it's not a bubble. I think that's silly. We have a transformative new technology that needs crazy capital to fuel it coming to fruition. That has and always will result in a bubble as long as we have financial markets. But if you want to call the top on a bubble, you need a much stronger view on what the misconception is and what negative catalyst forces broad perception to align with realizing it than you do on valuation. What a bull post. Wow. Huh. That's a pretty sick post from Citrini on a Friday. I'm not going to lie. Citrini. That, my friend, is a pretty fucking fresh bull post. All right. We have a lot to talk about today. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to go drink a coffee. We have a lot to talk about. We have a lot to cover. I'm going to get up real quick. Hour break. We'll be back in 30 seconds. When I come back, we are going to cover a lot. Also, when Citrini stream. Citrini has told me yes, by the way. He's told me yes. I've met him IRL. He will be on the stream at some point. I just cannot tell you when. But he has told me yes. The guest interviews keep getting better. Shit's a movie. I agree. I fucking agree. All right, let's fucking go. All right, number one. Oil. This has been the most ridiculous asset to trade ever. It's pretty funny. Like, we were on stream and I asked the chat, what are you doing? It looked like this. I said, what are you doing here? And everyone's like, long. It's crazy. You can't do it. You cannot do it. There will, at some point, probably be a pop. Is anyone positioned in oil? There will probably be a trade here at some point, and there will be a Michael Burry type of trade on this thing at some point. Somebody this thing probably at some point hits the real pop, like, the 160 pop. If everything we've read is true, it probably should happen at some point because it's physical and at some point you need it. But it's not going to be you, I don't think. Like, it's not going to be me that makes the trade. It's not going to be me. It's probably not going to be you. And I'm down to have nothing to do with the trade when it comes. But I learned my commodities message that I'm not him. I'll leave the commodities to the big boy. Yeah, I don't understand him enough. Like, it's not the game you want to be playing. stocks look like this, and it's like, why even fuck around with oil? You know, it's an IQ test, I think. Why mess with it? What's the point? There's no upside to messing with this. You'll drive an electric car and you'll like it. I agree. Yeah, Jane Street, $16 billion quarterly haul. Let them make the money on oil. It's not going to be you. But it is worth calling out that we are very much at war still with Iran. And there's a new Trump acronym that's come out. It's a good one. They're calling it NACHO, standing for Not a Chance Hormuz Opens. NACHO. Nacho and taco. Trump always chickens out. Taco, nacho, not a chance. Hormuz opens. Okay. And that's where we're at right now. That's where we're at right now is nacho. I'm just gonna skip most of these, but I will redo the Trump Truth Social posts on war, and then we'll move on. I'm full port the nacho short right now. This is how it reads. 3 world-class American destroyers just transited very successfully out of the Strait of Hormuz under fire. There was no damage done to the 3 destroyers, but great damage done to the Iranian attackers. Bro, we'll never see this again. I'm enjoying it. They were completely destroyed along with numerous small boats, which are being used to take the place of their fully decapitated navy. These boats went to the bottom of the sea quickly and efficiently. Missiles were shot at our destroyers and were easily knocked down. Likewise, drones came and were incinerated while in the air. They dropped ever so beautifully down to the ocean, very much like a butterfly dropping to its grave. A normal country would have allowed these destroyers to pass, but Iran is not a normal country. They are led by lunatics. And if they had the chance to use a nuclear weapon, they would do it, without question. But they'll never have that opportunity, and just like we knocked them out again today, we'll knock them out a lot harder and more violently in the future. If they don't get their deal signed fast, our 3 destroyers with the wonderful crews will now rejoin our naval blockade, which is truly a wall of steel. President Donald J. Trump. My stance on this is the same that it's been. We fade war at every opportunity until you are forced otherwise. That's where I stand on this. We're not going to spend much time on war and oil, but you fade it until you're forced out. It's the only way. There's no other thing that really makes that much sense here. You fade it until absolutely, undisputedly forced to. Also, this happened as well. U.S. military carried out more airstrikes Friday, hitting several empty tankers trying to break the blockade. So, all right, we have a lot of announcements and markets. I could talk a lot, and I have a lot to say, but I kind of want to watch CoffeeZilla debate Jeff Walton about Stretch being a Ponzi, who was a guest on the show. He's come on our stream. Did anyone see this? This happened? Has anyone seen this? Let's go. Okay, I want to watch a couple clips from this. Let's go like this. Let me just search it real quick. I don't know how much of it we'll watch, but let me just see if there's any good clips. What extension is that? They're just tab groups.
Actually,
so watch this one.
When
and maybe we'll watch that.
Up.
Cool. We'll probably start with this. So they debated on whether or not Stretch is a Ponzi. Michael Saylor's Stretch. And guys, I'm gonna be honest, like, I was thinking about this today. Do you have exposure to Stretch? Because I like had this feeling that I should put like my tax money in Stretch. Is that a crazy thing to say out loud? I was thinking about this today. That I feel like I should put some of my tax money in Stretch. Is that crazy to say that out loud? It's a Ponzi. Yeah, it is a Ponzi. But he's got the money to pay. He's got the money to pay. It's a weird spot, but let's watch some of this. Coffeezilla debated Jeff Walton, who runs what's it called? Strive, which is basically Stretch wrapped. They offer 12%, or they offer 15% off of the 12%. And he came on the stream. He's a friend of the stream. I like him. I like this guy. I think that I didn't watch it. I've just read the commentary about it. My basic read is that Jeff Walton is much more knowledgeable on what exactly the financial intricacies of how this vehicle works than Coffeezilla is. I think Coffee has the ball tingle that it's off, but he's intellectually outmatched on this specific topic. So let's watch a few minutes. Tell me what you think. I wasn't clip farming, by the way. I sort of meant what I just said.
Yeah, when Michael Saylor was like, hey, we're going to actually sell Bitcoin to pay dividends, that's where you get into sort of the, I know you guys hate the, like, you know, Ponzi adjacent characterization.
Yeah. It's just wrong.
The concept, though, is very simple, which is that, you know, like, one key part of a Ponzi scheme is that you fund the payments to...
I don't like the word. I hate the word Ponzi. I think it's like rug. We get really lost in the word, and then it fucks up the whole argument as well. It's not a good word. We need a better word than Ponzi. It's like the word rug. What does that mean exactly?
New investors, or sorry, to old investors with new investors coming in. So let me give you an example. If, for example, MicroStrategy funded the payments of Stretch dividends with Stretch issuance, do you think that would be Ponzi adjacent?
Cash is fungible. So
basically what he's saying is that they Stretch is raising the money to pay out Stretch dividends by selling more Stretch, and then they raise more money by selling more Stretch to pay more money to raise more money by selling more Stretch.
however the cash comes in, I mean that could be formulated in
But we don't know where the fucking money comes from.
different ways. The fundamental difference between a Ponzi scheme and a capital management vehicle, like what's happening right here, is a Ponzi scheme doesn't have reserves. This capital vehicle has reserves. It has reserve capital.
But the reserves are just the investors
are the Bitcoin,
putting more money in.
The reserves are the cash, right? As soon as the capital comes in the door, you're adding more capital to your reserves to be able to pay out the dividend into the future.
But you know, a Ponzi scheme also has reserves, which is wait.
Whoa, Jeff Walton! Oh my God!
No, it doesn't. A Ponzi scheme does not have reserves.
It doesn't.
No,
it doesn't have any reserves. So when people invest, they're not putting
that's
that
the whole
into.
Thing. There's no reserves in a Ponzi scheme. It's like you're bringing in new capital and you're giving it to.
Wait, no. Initially there are reserves though, right? Like let's say I take in $100 from you and I say, look, I'll pay you 10% forever, but I don't do anything productive with that asset, and I'm like. And I just, so I now have $100 in reserve. I'm paying you out with that reserve. Eventually that reserve runs out and I'm going to need new inflow of capital. The problem for a Ponzi scheme is it creates a kind of debt snowball.
Yeah.
And now where I will agree with you, there's some differences, is that traditionally Ponzi's are seen as having an element of deception in them. Where I think you guys are different is, and this is what I say, when risks are properly disclosed, if people want to take on that risk, I understand. What I'm saying, though, is similar to that. I think that it is going to...
Wait till he learns how bonds work. Wait till he learns about a bank. Wait till he learns about how a savings account works.
Likely be an unsustainable vehicle unless Bitcoin just goes up into the right forever, which I don't think it will. And I don't think it's a safe bet.
Wait until Coffeezilla tries to go to the bank and withdraw all of his money. Oh, brother. I'm just trolling.
To do that.
Is an insurance company a Ponzi scheme?
Isn't an insurance
I don't know how insurance works, by the way. No clue.
company a Ponzi scheme?
Yeah.
No,
Why not?
because they
I hate this gotcha ass argument, though.
they have business activities that are providing cash flows.
They're taking on risk. They're taking on risk.
Oh,
Insurance companies have capital, and they're taking on risk to pay liability into the future.
Horrific analogy, Jeff Walton. Give us something fucking... Yeah, he gave a... Remember the one on stream? Yeah, what was the analogy he gave me on stream? He was like, okay, threadguy, if I could... What was the analogy? Please pull it. He was like... He said, if I could... Fuck. He was like, would you give me $100K for a Bitcoin that makes 7% every year? Would you pay $8,000 a year to own one Bitcoin? Yeah, that's what he said. Would you pay $8,000 a year to own one Bitcoin? Chat, would you pay $8,000 a year to hold one Bitcoin? And what did I say? I don't know. I don't know what I said. I think I said yes. I said no at first. I said like a skeptical yes. I believe is what I did. By the way, I think I said no because I was like annoyed. He was kind of like making me salty, so I said no. Someone try to pull it from the stream if you can. I was annoyed because I felt like the analogy was gay. I hate when I'm interviewing somebody on stream and they ask me a question. I'm like, fuck my life, dude. I don't want to. I'm like not in answer mode. And so they ask me like if I get asked a non-rhetorical question, I'm just like, fuck my life, you know?
Here's the reality, Coffee.
no, but they have actual they have cash.
See, you got to do better.
Oh,
Insurance companies have capital, and they're taking on risk to pay liability into the future. Here's the
Also, the thing about this is that if Coffee doesn't understand it, you think his viewers understand it? No.
reality, Coffee.
No, but they have actual they have cash
Give me
flows.
room. Give me room.
They have real
The cash
business
flow-
activities.
The cash flow is the risk that they're selling. They're selling risk,
He's a Lehman Brothers t-shirt on.
right? So believe it or not,
They're not-
believe it or not, almost 100% of the claims that get paid out on insurance company balance sheets is from premiums that they're collecting in the door. Almost 100%.
Okay.
So under your definition, you would call an insurance company a Ponzi scheme.
No, they have real like
Gotcha.
profits. They have real cash flows
The
that aren't just
profits
coming from
are the assets that are protected on their balance sheet.
Oh, I
The
get
reserves.
It. I get it now.
or payment. No, but people are paying for products.
What's the
look,
product?
if an
product?
Product is risk.
What's the
look,
product?
an apples to apples
the
comparison
product
is
is risk, huh?
let's say an insurance company was offering like a yield based on something, and then they're like, what's the yield based on? Well, it's
I wanna
based on our
skip this,
balance
but
sheet.
it's
Well, where's
live.
the balance sheet
Let
coming
me
from?
finish it!
Well, we're selling this yield, right? So like that is not the same as an insurance company, which is actually offering a product, which is, let's say I want to go insure my car.
Is
I'm
our
paying
perpetual preferred
premiums.
equity not a product?
It's a stock. It's
This
a
sucks.
perpetual
I hate
preferred
this.
stock.
It's a product.
No.
You're holding it. You're holding it for a
I
reason.
hate this.
Well, I'm holding
I
it
hate
because
everything about this.
I think I'm going to get paid a dividend. That's not a product. I don't buy Nvidia. Is Nvidia
You
stock
buy-
a product?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
No, their GPUs are their products.
Yeah, but
they're not.
But
they're not.
the stock is a product. The stock is a product.
This is just like
No, it's not.
This like hurts my brain. This is like
People can't.
this hurts my brain. What's happened? I love finance. Mainstream everyone should make financial content, by the way. Every cultural streamer, everyone should make financial content. Everybody.
hold it to store value, right? Like there's
Is Zcash a product?
other things you could, like our perpetual preferred equity instrument is a product.
It's not though. It's an
Your insurance
it's-
policy, is your insurance policy a product?
Someone needs to tabletop this Jeff guy. Tabletop is insane, dude. What?
your insurance policy.
Yeah, your home insurance policy, is it a product?
It would be a product, yes,
Yeah,
but it's
so
not a
what's the difference?
stock in a
You're
company.
buying a financial contract. An insurance policy is a financial contract.
Chat, you know what a tabletop is? This used to happen. This used to happen to us like when I was like when we used to go to the high school football games whenever we were in middle school. It's like someone gets down on all fours, and then someone you go behind someone, you get down on all fours, and then somebody pushes them over you, getting tabletopped. 1,000 views.
Oh wait, Nathan. Guys, you want me to tell him? You want me to tell him? No, do it here. No, Nathan, fine. Nathan.
What am I watching? There's 2 likes. Look. Oh. All right, wait, one more video. That was so fried.
It is going to likely be an unsustainable vehicle unless Bitcoin just goes up and up into the right forever, which I don't think it will. And I don't think it's a safe bet to do that.
Is an insurance company a Ponzi scheme?
Oh, no. Nope. What about this one?
At your cost of capital, you're losing money.
Well, let's think about that. Our balance sheet, just like Strategy's balance sheet, needs to go up 2.3%. And
oh, this one. Thank you, DNAP. Last clip. It's 3 minutes. We're gonna watch it, and then we'll move on. My throat was hurting. Pause.
If you buy,
Also, in the meantime, looks good.
if I give you money, right? You buy a Bitcoin, and you're paying me 13% every year, right?
Yeah.
If you're losing money on that Bitcoin, if that
Eli's, what's your entry?
Bitcoin is not going up over 13%. Over 13%, you're making money, right?
So,
on that,
so
just take a simple example.
Right. I think you're right. Right. Like we are underwriting the future. Like this.
You're short from 5.0. No, it's not 590. I don't believe it.
This is a digital gold rush. We are underwriting the next 8 to 10 years, Bitcoin to go up 30 to 35% over the next 8 to 10 years, compound annual growth rate.
It's not going to do that.
Okay, well, that's just a disagreement. We're underwriting that on our balance sheet.
Why do you think it's going to go up 30 to 35% a year?
Because
that is high. 30 to 35% is high a year. That is hard to that's high. 30 to 35% a year is crazy. If that's actually what they need, we got problems. That is really high.
the world's never seen a fixed supply asset.
Do we want to hear his answer or no? 35% per year is what they're underwriting.
Fixed supply asset. The supply of the underlying Bitcoin is asymptotically approaching zero.
Wait. What did he just say?
Asset, the supply of the underlying Bitcoin is asymptotically approaching zero. You've got all of the big players that are seeing the institutions coming into the space. You've got ETFs that are growing incredibly rapidly. You've got credit that's being issued against it. The market for these risk return instruments that are different are growing incredibly rapidly. The entire credit market, Coffee, is $300 trillion. This is the biggest total addressable market on the planet. Go look at all of the bad bonds out there. Go look at the
Why are we comparing to bonds? We should compare to preferred
Let me
equity.
talk. Ford issued a 2069 bond. Do you think Ford's going to be around in 2069?
I don't know.
Right. So like somebody bought that bond for 6%, right? Like, do you think they're going to get their principal back?
Well, they're higher up in the capital stack than the stockholders, so probably they will.
So that's what I'm saying is like you're underwriting all of these risks. The credit market, I think, is massively ripe for disruption in AI. So you think about, again, we talked a little bit earlier about how do you underwrite credit risk? You underwrite credit risk by underwriting probability of future cash flows into the future from like 95% of companies, all bonds.
Okay.
All right, Big Jeff.
So you're underwriting cash flows. Now we've got AI has come to the forefront. AI completely threatens all cash flows, all of them. And so when you think about underwriting a probability of future cash flows, you underwrite like an umbrella of probability. You're like, okay, I think the window is this. Now, the introduction of AI takes that probability umbrella and it explodes. There are companies that are going to do very well, and there's companies that are going to get absolutely destroyed. And those credit instruments are very illiquid. They have no liquidity.
Okay.
So you've got all of these illiquid credit
He look getting mogged right now. I'm not gonna lie. Coffee gets credit mogged by senior risk manager Jeff Walton.
instruments in the entire market. So I'm not even talking about the private credit market. The private credit market, you could go Google anything on private credit. Private credit, incredibly opaque. You have no idea what you're underwriting. They're promising 12% returns, and you've got the financial backing of these companies is completely uncertain. Yet you're not getting financial results frequently, compared to underwriting a credit instrument where you can look at our balance sheet every single 15 seconds on a website, and you can have an algorithm that's running the credit calculus and have the transparency and liquidity. That's interesting.
Wow. Credit mog. Now, the only problem, the Jeff Walton thing, I hate to do this right now. I really do. I really hate to do this, but I'm going to do it. I really hate to do this. But founder of or chief risk officer at I hate to do this, but I have to. I have an obligation to my stream. No, not this one. Asked. I don't want to do it. Ugh, fuck. That's my only problem with the Jeff thing. That one's tough, right? Now, this one called SATA. Not bad. This is their stretch. It's like wrapped stretch. The other one, not so good. What's the final verdict? Does CoffeeZilla get credit mogged by chief risk analyst Jeff Walton, X Reinsurance? Or does CoffeeZilla come through and Ponzi mog with a cortisol spike? Did Ford really issue a bond for 2069? Is that true? Did that really happen? Did you make that up? Google does 100-year bond. Ford bond. No. I'm still. This is gonna. You might clown me for this, but I'm still trying to like figure out how all this like preferred equity like stuff works. I'm just being completely honest with you guys. I am. All right, couple things. TG, any thoughts on NFTs? TG, what do you think about? Actually, I'm gonna rephrase the question so I could say a funny. TG, what do you think about NFTs? I don't think about NFTs. All right. I could get on a call and explain it if you really want. Dude, I don't want to talk to you about that. There's other stuff I wanted to. You're not really down to go on a call. There's other stuff I'd rather talk to you about. Thoughts on Little Chillers. I'm the #1 holder. Magic Eden. Does that thing still work? Is this still a thing? Magic Eden? TG long ICP? No. Does this still work or no? Yeah, it does. They pivoted to a gambling site, didn't they? I just want to show you my collection real quick. Tulip King, I see it, but I'm not going to click it. 2097 Ford bond. All right, fine, we'll click it. Magic Eden does not appear to be working. Ford 7.7 597 bond. That's insane. 97. Also, this is insane. Dude, Elias, what's your entry, buddy? What is your entry, Eli's? 590. Stream viewer. Eli's XBT is short from this yellow line. All right. Magic Eden work? Yeah, it does. I'm the #1 holder still. If anyone's interested. Also, if you're watching on YouTube, Twitter, whatever you want to chat, twitch.tv/threadguy. I'd like to share my collection, but it doesn't appear to let me want to view it. Satoshi's gonna move his coins into. Damn, this chart's gross. Let's actually watch this for a second. Oh my god. Don't let me do it, guys. Just don't. Let me do it. Don't let me fucking do it, man. Long the breakout, bro. I am so long that my risk manager, Jeff Walton, is going to call me and tell me to stop if I even think about clicking the button. Jeff Walton from Strive is going to call me on the phone and say, threadguy, the risk is not being managed properly. Okay? All right. Sorry, I'm Jeff Walton. I got to get serious. But it's Friday. I'm allowed to not be very serious on Friday. I want to get into markets, but this thing is gross. He's going to ask if SEC is a product. Wait, I want to ask ChatGPT. I'm always scared to pull it up because I don't know if it's going to pull up my last conversation. I have some crazy conversation with ChatGPT. I'm always scared. Like, is it going to show my last chat every time I click it? Would you consider a stock a product? Depends on the context. Stock is usually a security, not a product. Wow, look at this thing, bro. All right, you want me to get serious? I could get serious right now and give you a real thesis. I could get serious. I could actually get serious right now if you want. Eli, you better add some fucking margin, buddy. I could get serious right now on the crypto thing. I could get serious. Okay. I could get serious. And hey, Mr. T guy, any price targets on what asset? Hey, T guy. I'm looking for 800,000. I'm about to be regulated to the permanent underclass. On Zcash, I say the same. What do I say when you ask my price target? I say the same thing every day. What do I say when you ask my price target? What do I say? T guy low key slaps. What do I say every time? I say if I were to tell you, you would like laugh me out of the room. I gotta see it flip Eli's entry real quick. I gotta see Eli's go red, and then we'll. Some shit about trading 200 billion a day. No, I say if I told you, you would leave the stream. That's what I say. You would leave the stream if I told you. I said T guy first. Remember that, please, and thank you. Okay, the thing that I'll say is I continue to think that there's a scenario here where we get a genuine bull run in 5 things. I continue to think that this could happen. I think the most obvious coin, in order for that to happen, you would need like really outsized moves in said assets. I still think that the obvious one that could theoretically lead it is Zcash, because it just has such a OP narrative with the privacy and the quantum thing. It's like so OP, especially for the world that we're like rapidly heading into. It's so OP. And so I continue to think we could see a world where like Bitcoin just does this for like a while. Like it just, there's a real outcome. Why not long XMR? Honestly, because of the chart. I would like to buy some XMR, maybe spot. I think, I don't know, the whole story is that there's never been a drug dealer that's paid in Zcash, but they pay in XMR. I really like XMR. It's on my short list. There's a real scenario where this just like does something like this. And we just like fuck around for a while. This could just fuck around for like a while. Pretend this was a daily. This could just fuck around for a while. And we could do the theory of like when ETH stalls, NFTs rip kind of thing. Yeah, this is supposed to be a weekly. It's an hourly, but you know what I meant. Like we could do this for a while, and I think you could see a raging pump in like a couple things. I really continue to believe that. I really continue to believe that. But in order for it to happen, you need to see, like, you would need one of these coins to add $50 billion in market cap or something. $20 billion, $10 billion. You need to see billions in market cap added very fast in the good ones in order to re-inspire volatility in crypto. Like it's a very weird, it's a chicken and the egg problem with crypto. Who's Airmass? You keep spamming it. Airmass is my goat, a great trader. Soul got to move, maybe. Bit 180 first chatter. Welcome. Give my brother some love. Maybe Soul, but I don't know why it would be Soul. Like, you know what my problem is with crypto? Is that there's only a couple coins I understand the narrative for. I don't get the Soul narrative from here. Looks good, but like, why? What would take Solana back to an all-time high? You would need a Euphoria bit better than Trump coin. Okay? You would need Euphoria bigger than Trump coin. And so are you going to get that? What would you need? You would need apps. You would need apps that are actually doing something interesting and making a fuck ton of money. I don't know what you would need. You need something bigger than Trump coin. Bigger than meme coins, because we know what the top of meme coins are. Top of meme coins are $297 per Solana token. That's the top of meme coins. So you need something bigger than that to theoretically send Solana higher. I don't necessarily know that you get it or what it would take to get it. So I remain uninterested in Solana. The Ton one is cool because you don't know what it would be. You don't know what it would be for Ton, like what it would take, what it could look like. Billion users on Telegram. If WeChat had a coin, like you don't know what it would be. That's why Ton's interesting. I think like this is interesting because you don't know what is underwriting compute and GPUs worth. You know what is a lending market, liquid lending market on GPUs look like? I don't know. Could be nothing. Could be a lot. This one's interesting because the private AI stuff, I think there's going to be big demand or focus on running local models. And that, like this VVV thing, private AI, interesting narrative, something that it could line up with. Like I'm just like looking at what is getting all of the hype in stocks. And it is very clearly the AI trade. It's the AI trade. And so if you're trying to fit a circle into a square or a square into a circle, it's not going to happen. Like if you're trying to, the AI trade, everything outside of that, I'm down to like discuss, but it's if it doesn't fit, it doesn't fit, and it's sort of left uninteresting. And so like Zcash fits it very well. Okay, you get the quantum narrative, which is very good. You get the private narrative, which is very good. And you get everything in between, right? The VVV thing, cool, I can get behind it. Hyperliquid, I can get behind it. Trade everything. Perps on everything. Better vehicle, speculate on everything. I can get behind the Hyperliquid thing. Like, there's a couple spots I continue to believe. Maybe I'm crazy for this. There is a couple spots I can get behind where the asset actually matters, okay? And we've gone a long time in crypto with ridiculous valuations on assets that don't matter. They mean nothing. They serve no purpose. They have no value for the world. And yes, speculation's valuable. Yes, meme coins will matter. But I'm here to win. Like I'm here to make $10 million, not like, oh, meme coins might go up just because. I'm not interested just because. I'm not interested in Bitcoin will get a crazy pump just because. And I think Bitcoin has the worst narrative, or the biggest narrative problem, if you will, that it's had since inception, maybe from when people were worried it would be banned, but from an investment perspective, I think is the least interesting it's ever been. But I think a couple of these coins, you could see crazy flows come into them. I really believe that it could happen, and it would make for some fun on chain. It would make for some very fun on chain. TF is ICP. I don't really know. People keep showing Luke. I love Luke Martin, like Filecoin. I don't really understand what this is. File. Why is there like weird charts here? What is Filecoin? Filecoin is a decentralized blockchain-based storage network designed to create a secure, efficient, open market for storing and retrieving data. Unlike the cloud providers, it allows users to rent out unused hard drive space, acting as an Airbnb for digital storage. That is interesting. Huh. Why is it down so much? File storage. Cool, we can get behind. Fuck it, right? I don't know. It's not the worst pitch that I've heard. Everyone needs a Filecoin phase. That's really funny, actually. AI bottleneck guy. I just call me crazy before I move on. But if you really want a crypto bull market, this gotta pop 1,000. It does. It's the one, it's just like the one to do it. It's gotta pop 1,000. Call me nuts. Decentralized AWS. It just has to. Otherwise, the asset as an asset class, it's like what's you know, who cares that Bitcoin is up what percent off the lows? Off the Pico low, we're up 38% since February 6th. Okay. February 6th. Do I even do it? SanDisk is up 176%. So it just makes it tough, you know? This one, though, I think could really fire some people up. Now, we'll come back to crypto. Yeah, crypto. If my biggest bag that I'm levered on doesn't double, crypto is dead. I do want to watch a video. We'll see how long I can make it through, but I want to talk markets a little bit. I want to talk about Trump, Dell, Apple, Intel, and everything in between. HIMS as well. Now, Micron, wow, $2,000 minimum, he says, on Micron. What is it at right now? 746. Why don't you have a stop on Zcash? Are you looking at my wallet? Why don't I have a stop? Wouldn't you like to know, Eli's my dear fabled counterparty? Wouldn't you like to know? Wouldn't you like to know? I don't know why I don't have a 315. I would be out before it gets to 315. I would be out before it gets to 315. Shut up, Meek Mist. All right, here's what I want to do. Airmas posted this video, and he said it's the Micron thesis. I think we should watch it. I think we should watch it. Bros who bought Zcash in May 2026 on leverage want to tell you how important privacy is. Yeah. Let's just pop his entry real quick. Let's just pop the Eli's entry real quick. A little PvP trading on stream. A little PvP trading on stream. Me and the man. Little friendly PvP. Nothing crazy. Never hurt anybody, you know. It's a 10-minute video. Let's see how long we can watch it. But Airmask quote tweeted and said, "Couldn't have explained it better myself. This is the entire thesis for Micron." I want to watch it. Let's watch a little bit. Let's see how it is. I'm gonna get up real quick. I'll come back in a second. I'm gonna play it and let's see. Let's watch a couple minutes.
Talk about Micron. So I know it's slowly become the largest position in your portfolio, and now let's see, it's over 27% of your portfolio. Rocket Lab being your second largest position is at 20%.
I'll be right back.
One thing that I've been
Wow, Rocket Lab and Micron. Who is this guy? Hamids. Who is this? Instant follow. Jesus. Well played.
thinking about,
brother.
I should have brought this up sooner,
Gribby.
is, months ago, you said you believe Micron is going to around $900 a share. And this was back when it was like $300 a share, as opposed to $600-700 right now, which puts it.
And that was before the quarterly release as well.
Yes.
Right? So yeah, we did this sort of, I rarely do a sort of price estimation as to what I expect the stock price to be in a year because the market is so unpredictable. But I was basically doing some math that would be, based on evaluation, a typical price earnings ratio. This is the 972 numbers, how we got there. But anyway, continue with your question.
Right. So if it's around $900, that would bring the market cap of the company to over $1 trillion, which is just another way to look at it. So from your assessment, is Micron a $1 trillion company? Should it be more? Should it be less? Or do you think that's right on the money?
Well, let me ask you this. Do you know of any companies that generate $100 billion of profits or even, let's say, $100 billion of revenue annually that are trading for less than $1 trillion? And especially in the tech sector, I don't know of one. So
yeah, not off the top of my head.
Basically, we're talking about every company that is generating these kind of profit numbers is absolutely bonkers in terms of their valuation, right? And Micron is expected to have as much as $100 billion of profits over the course of the next 12 months. $100 billion of profits. That's more profits than Tesla has revenue. And Tesla is valued at like $1.5 trillion a time. So does that justify Micron having a $1 trillion valuation? Hell yeah, of course. Of course, I think it justifies Micron having $1 trillion valuation.
I think it's like 800 billion right now.
I think a multi-trillion-dollar Micron is a possibility as well, right? It all depends on when the AI craze slows down and what that will mean for the capacity that memory makers have made and how much of that capacity will be utilized, right? So those things are sort of unknowns, but when the company itself is telling you they can only meet 40 or 50% of their customers' demands on memory chips and that they're sold out for the next year.
590 looking good here. Stop it, dude. Next. Eli says 590 looking good for a short. Next comment in the chat. Zeke, it's going to 30K, no joke. Eli's out on a stretcher.
And that they're starting to make 5-year contracts, and that they're, they understand that the cyclical nature of the business has hurt them in the past.
Which way, Western man?
They all get this. So this is something that these are all like very, very positive things for Micron. And then when you look at their actual, quarterly performances, it's just off the charts, right? It's they just blew away their expectations last quarter and then raised their expectations for the current quarter that we're in by 50%, by $10 billion. They were expected to have $22 billion of revenue in this quarter. They raised it to $32 billion, right?
Does anyone hold Micron?
And
Pump finally looking good. We'll look at it after.
And that kind of raise just from quarter to quarter is just unprecedented type of numbers, and it just blows me away. This is funny because after the last quarter, where they blew away all the expectations and they raised the next quarter's expectations, the market decided to tank the stock. As you know, it was like $440 a share before it reported its quarter. And after it had these spectacular results, it went all the way down to $330 a share. And I think you bought some at that price.
Certainly did.
Yeah, which is unbelievable. It's now double that price since bottoming out at around $3.
Whoa, Cerebrus Thursday IPO. Whoa. Oh, let's finish this real quick.
It has doubled in less than 40 days.
Actually, we actually got enough. Eli's, what'd you say about 590? Brother, you got to get out of it. I like you, man. I care about you. I like you. You got to get out of it, dog. You got to get out of it, Eli's. Just close. Just close it. I fear God. That was cold. That was so cold. That was cold. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah.
I win the rep. Listen to me, man. Don't touch me, boy. What's wrong with you, boy? I'm a grown ass man, dog. I feel God, homie. I feel God. I feel God, boy.
Tough. You should get out of it though. Realistically, because people are so funny to me. It's like. I always make this joke and then it nukes right. I say the same thing every year. It nukes right after, but I'm always like, yeah. There's one good thing in the entire market going up. We should short it. It's like, usually you should. Is this real? This is actually you in the chat. Somebody that sent this, by the way. Barry Wood. Is this real? August 1st, 2025. 200 views is insane. The fall off needs to be studied. This low key like a Friday record. I go. So about to fall off. This low key a record, brother. And Zcash at 590. I'm lit, bro. Is this real? This is actually you. Barry Wood in the chat. I believe this is the last time Zcash is ever in the 30s. Weekly RSI looks coiled. Quarterly quantity 3, 1Q candles forming triple inside a bar with the what? Quantity 3, 1Q candles forming a triple inside bar with decreasing volume. What the fuck does that mean? One. Oh, bro, imagine the greatest call of all time, but you said some. That's your TA. It's you getting clowned, but. Imagine the greatest call of all time, but they're clowning you in the chat because it says quantity 3, 1Q candles forming a triple inside a bar with decreasing volume. 1 year bullish engulfing candle, shielded pool skyrocketing, much higher by Christmas. Barry Wood. Go find a company better than this shit, bruh. Oh, he's replying to old people. Wow. Wow. Oh, wow. Is it really at $30? It says, wow, $36. That's unbelievable. Huh. Did you hold? Eli's, man, it's your last chance. It's your last chance to sell Zcash above 590 or below. Last chance to sell below. I know, Eli's, I care about you, dog. I'm going to pass this short down to my children's children. That's really good. Wait, what does this mean exactly? Quantity. What does this mean? I'm gonna ask ChatGPT what this means. I shouldn't be that guy. Is this real analysis or bullshit? If someone told me they are bullish because I threw my entire 401k and still owed half. GG, bro. I sold half at 690. Eli's, brother, I care about you, dog. Mostly real technical analysis, but weak as a bullish thesis by itself. A triple inside bar on quarterly candles means price has spent 3 quarters compressing inside the range of a prior candle. That usually... Ansem retweeted what? Oh, fuck. I'll retweet it to him. Am I gonna get banned for this? No, right? Just PFP? Is it bannable or no? I mean, it's already on the screen. I don't know. It's fucking PFP, bro. I'm good. It's a green candle. Dude, change this shit, man. I'm trying to follow you back, but I can't really click on your profile. Change this, bro. Dude. Answer just texted me. Answer just texted me and said, LMAO, what the fuck is a quantity 3 1Q candle? Oh my god, that's so good. I swear, bro's just making shit up, man. Oh, that's so good. That's so good. That's so good. He said, son, he's on. Oh, oh, it's so good. Okay. update for you on our stock list. There's this guy, Kevin Zhu. Anyone know who this is? Wait, that's just the guy. His Twitch name is Kissin Cute Dude 69. This is the same guy. Dog. I swear you all just troll, bro. Kissin Cute Dude 69. Anyways, there's this guy, Kevin Zhu. And is that a real first chat? Hey man, just want to let you know that you brought back confidence in me when it comes to trading the markets. After months of net negative, you reminded me the good trades are the ones in front of your screen, not a needle in a haystack. Hey, I read this crazy quote real quick. Congrats, brother. Shout out to you, man. W first chat. Now, give that guy some love. I want to read you a crazy excerpt from my book, actually. I forgot about. W fucking first chatter. Yeah. This really turned into like a little calm, I'm not gonna lie. We're really like starting to figure it out. Wait, I want to read you this from this book real quick. It's so good. It basically says, I might not be able to find it. It's about why being a contrarian. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Wait. Wait, let me see. He basically says that I can't find the exact quote, but it basically talks about how being a contrarian is like so stupid, because it basically says it's something by being a contrarian is so stupid because the public is right 80% of the time. And so your goal should be to just follow the public and be right 80% of the time and just get the fuck out of the way the other 20% and just like hope you're not stuck the other 20%. It's pretty cool. It's like it was like the public's right 80% of the time. Why would you want to try to fight that? Just be in the 80% with the public and then get the fuck out of the way the other 20% of the time. It's pretty good. It actually was pretty good. All right, let me okay, back. Well, here's what I was doing. This guy Kevin Zhu, and his whole bit is that he updates his net worth like every day. He trades liquid markets. He updates his net worth like every day. And so currently he's worth 11.2 million. And he's a good follow. Yeah, I like the guy. But so he dropped a new thesis. And it reads, new trade all in, HIMS. Earnings on Monday, 5/11. First earnings since lawsuit dropped. Currently at $26, down from a high of 72. 34% short. Things could get a bit squeezy. I believe Wall Street is not pricing the massive consumer demand for direct healthcare, especially peptides. Huberman is bullish. YouTube, TikTok videos are trending sharply up. The winning game here is to own the customer, and no other brand, including Amazon, has the mind share and the global distribution network of HIMS. This is crazy. HIMS has more mind share than Amazon. Are you fucking nuts? Only risk is peptide regulation. I don't think that's a big risk. Alerted my subscribers here first. Thank you for the support. As a reminder, this is my challenge account where I restarted with 35K to go all in swing trading one stock at a time to $10 million again. Now it's 62K. Previous trade was Iran, and I'm still bullish on it. We'll likely swing back to it next week after HIMS earnings, so I don't miss any new deal announcements. I could see myself swinging back and forth between these two for a while. Do your own research too. I spent an hour researching HIMS on Alpha AI. New app. Always building an app. Nice. So let's add this entry to our list. Eli's, you're holding on by a fucking thread, brother. By a goddamn fucking thread. That 590 by a fucking thread, dude. Hims. He said 26, right? If I'm not mistaken, is that what he said? Yeah. Currently at 26. Let's go daily. Let's market. 24 was my original entry. Get mogged. Get entry mogged. Kevin Zhu. We'll go 26 here, and we will go text. We'll go Kevin Zhu. The Kevin net worth Zoo. Wait, Kevin net worth guy Zoo entry. Nice. Nice. Add that one. Eli's! I fuck with you, man. It's Eli's, bro. I like you, dude. Why can't we just be on the same team? You and me could be a dream team, dude. Think about the damage we could do, bro. You and me. Fart coin longs, drift hacks, just marking charts, passing the longs on to our children, chopping it up, talking about Micron, talking about Air Mass, talking about Kevin Zhu's entries. We could really do it, Eli's. You and me. Okay, Mando is texting me right now. Mando just texted. He's sponsored by Polymarket. Hell yeah. And Phantom Wallet. You, me, a prediction market, Polymarket, Phantom Wallet in hand. Zcash held in the Phantom. Mando texted me and said, damn, I'm getting a lot of texts. I'm like a popular guy right now. Mando texted me and said I'm long near. Let's see. Oh my God. Just do it. Just do it. Just do it. You could. Oh, just do it. Just fucking do it, man. Just fucking do it. Just fucking do it, bro. Just pop it. Just pop it. Just pop it. Just fucking pop it. Please, man. I can't focus. I've been honestly, guys, there's a lot of new people here. I've been a mess this week. I have not been I've been a complete mess this week. Just a disaster this week. I've been a mess. Anyways, let's I want to look at near. What betting against T-Guy looks like. Loracle's up 7 mil on Zach. Link his Hyperdash for me if you don't mind. Dude, I'm telling you, Zcash, ICP, and near. I entry mogged you with Zcash, and I'm gonna do it again with ICP and near. Yeah, near's been a ripping. We had it on the. It's actually not on my. Here, let's add it to this. Let's add it to this. Oh, it was on there actually. Wow, just pop this thing. Oracle open Aztec long. Is Aztec the Aztec is the MetaDAO thing or no? Am I stupid? Okay, let's look. Mando. Damn, he's sending me hella tweets. Michael pitched near on stage with me yesterday. By the way, you know this Michael Van Pop guy was one of the first trading accounts I ever followed? And he follows me now. It's so lit. I don't know if he knows it. But he's one of the first people I've ever... Eli, send in the chat if you don't mind, because I don't have my Telegram connected to my stream chat. He's one of the first guys I ever followed. Michael pitched near on stage with me yesterday. Oh, they're just gonna delete it. I got it though. I got it. Thank you. This is Loracle. We'll look in a minute. I got it. Take a look. I like the thesis, particularly with Zcash, links through near intense. Near's extremely undervalued. The tire supply is circulating nice. Did you get liquidated? No. Arguably, I don't really know what the thesis is, but let's take a look at it. I think it looks really good. It's been getting fucking candled. Wow. All-time high of like 12 Bs. I would just my problem is I'm so over. I mean, Elias, you've seen my fucking Hyperliquid account. I'm so like overweight in this that it's hard. I don't really want to fragment. I was like fucking around with Ton, and I don't really want to fragment right now. I just long in the beta always like throws me off. Pro tip: measure these charts in BTC, not USD. Come on, brother. It's 2026, big dog. As much as I would wish to do this, 2026 OG. This is just the game now, man. It is what it is. All right, let's take a look at these Hyperliquid traders. I have a section for the best HL accounts. First is Loracle. Oh, you're not allowed to show Legends trade platform. We should see you trade on there. I don't want my perps accounts public, really. And one of my wallets is, and I'm gonna have to close it. I'm gonna have to close it because I don't really want it public. Like, it's hard. It's always like I'm always so counterintuitive with this. Not counterintuitive. What's the word for like whatever? I go back and forth because I love it being public when I'm up. Like when I'm like if this Zcash P and I don't really want to say what it is out loud. If it was public, I'm lit. You know what I mean? If it's getting posted, I'm fucking don't link it if you don't mind. If this was public, I'm lit. When I'm green, I love it. But when I'm red, I get really tilted because people post it and it's like jokes, people troll, whatever. But it actually like affects your trading. So here's Loracle. What a fucking account. Current P&L, $28 million. Oh, more. I think a little bit more. Yeah, it's like $30 million. Open trades. 20x Bitcoin long is up 500K. It's hard to see it, huh, for you guys? 5x Ton long up 1.3. 10x near long. Just opened a near long up 184,000. Hype short 5x 1.7. Left side says $36. What do you mean? Oh, 36. Yeah, you're right. This is weird. $36. Damn, Big Miss, you're a ball knower for ripping bucks. It is 36. Gold long. Chip long down 20K. Aztec long just opened it up 5K. How much size? 62K margin. 2 mil Zcash margin, 10x long. Position is worth a lot. Whoa, is that live quote? Holy fuck, that's a live quote. Wow, that's a live quote. That's a live fucking quote, huh? If Bitcoin could fucking do something, it's a live quote. Man, oh man. Let me zoom this out a little bit. Zcash trade position is worth 20 mil, bro. He's up 7 mil on Zcash. That's crazy. There's a silent race to accumulate Bitcoins and you price these in dollars. Honestly, I like you Bitcoin maxis. I really do. I like you Bitcoin maxis. And I think that you have a place in this world. I've just been struggling with being a Bitcoin maxi as of recent. I don't really know why. Maybe is it just price? It makes me feel like a bitch because it maybe is just price based that's doing that. But I don't know. Didn't you full buy Bitcoin not too long ago? Yeah, I full ported it at 80K on the way up after April 25. And then I drew down not that much. I was up a lot, didn't sell, obviously. And then I drew down a little bit. Then I had to pay taxes. And I kind of got taxed pretty bad. I still have 30-ish% of my net worth in Bitcoin, but not. It used to be like 100. But what was my biggest problem I made with the Bitcoin full port, if I'm being honest with you guys, is I went so overweight that I didn't have enough size to trade anything. And so I missed a lot of opportunities to take trades. And in a way, like my brain, since I was forced to sell a lot of my Bitcoin, and then all I had left was my perps book, which became an overwhelming percent of my net worth. Not overwhelming, but like a relatively larger percentage. I was forced to like care about the amount in there way more and trade it and be actively managing it. And I wasn't actively managing money. And I think I'm pretty good at actively managing money. And so a lot of my, I was just so bored being all in Bitcoin. And now I know the Bitcoin maxis. I know, look, I am a Bitcoin maxi at heart. I believe it's the greatest asset ever. I believe it will trade $1 million. But there's a level of, just for what I do every day, I talk about markets every day. For me to not be able to trade is blasphemous. And so you don't trade Bitcoin, you just hold it. I'm not a. Do you have 10 Bitcoins yet? That was my number, bro. They took it away from me. That was my number, and they took it away from me. G. I did, and they took it away from me. You call me a retard on Twitter for saying you full ported Bitcoin. Take it back. No. No. All right, here's some other wallets. Wanye West. I'm getting it back. I take it back, G. Is up 18 mil all time. He's long Bitcoin long 30x. Wait, what? Holy. Dude, this guy's long 30x Bitcoin from 110K. Whoa. He's been long since 110K on 30x. He's down 3.5 mil. He's paid 300,000 in funding. Wow. How is he not liquidated? He just keeps adding. Holy. Dude, he just keeps adding. This is disgusting. Wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Sold 20x long with nothing. No size. No size in any of these. He has no size in the market. He's long a bunch of garbage. No, leverage is not the horror story, by the way. Like, it isn't. Leverage. I used to think this way. Leverage is not. Leverage is not. Leverage is not inherently bad, right? If anything, leverage allows you to size down. Rasmer speaks highly of you, dude. First chatter. What does that mean? Your Bitcoin price in the background is wrong. Yeah, it doesn't fucking move. It's dead. Rasmer at all. What's he trying to get out of this alt thing, by the way? What's the goal with that? This is a weird account. Who is this? This is a really bizarre account. What leverage do you have in Zcash for? It's probably too high. I was thinking about levering down, but I don't know. I discovered Rasmer through LooksMaxers. I discovered you through him. Hope that explains it. No way. Welcome. Wind waves. Do you trade? Do you invest? Welcome. That's awesome. Welcome, brother. Do you trade? I hope you enjoy what you see here. No, I'm learning. That's awesome, man. Welcome. Give this boy some love. That's fucking lit. Yeah, this is a bizarre account. How about this? 58bro.eth, all-time P&L, $34 million. He has 2 trade. Oh my God. 2 trades on right now. A 40x Bitcoin short, Zeke 600. He has a 40x Bitcoin short that he entered at 73K. He's down 800K on it. Disgusting. It's crazy. Like, he's down 800K on it with 220K margin. Just keeps adding. And then a 25x ETH short he's actually up on. Wow, just pop it, bro. Just rip this thing. Bitcoin too. Just rip it. Just fucking rip it, man. If you're watching on YouTube, Twitter, you want to chat, twitch.tv/threadguy. Just rip it. Just rip it. Just rip it. Just fucking rip it. Okay, the Eli's jokes aren't funny anymore, by the way. Eli's, we love you. I'm gonna stop making jokes. We love you. I'm gonna stop making jokes. Everyone say rip the message. It was short-lived. I like that we could keep these messages, but this one's got to go. See ya, buddy. Nah, shorts deserve it. Nah, chill. Chill. Soul just getting started. Yeah, this is gross. All right, let's keep going. This is CL. All-time P&L on this account, 1.5. He's currently... He has some fun positions on. 10x Amazon long is up 50K. 10x Meta long down 10. 20x NVIDIA. He is up 63K. 3x Stable, he's up 30K. SPX, that's funny. 3x, he's up 20K. Doge long, he's down 10x. And then Shiba Inu, he's down a little bit. Bro, let's fucking go, man. Let's fucking go, dude. Chat, one day when we're all kicking on the beach with our feet up, trading Polymarket, scrolling Phantom Wallet, 20 years from now, Bitcoin's $1 million, Zcash is $10 million a coin. They're going to try to sit back and say we were lucky, man. Look at Asteroid, really? By the way, Scam Altman printing a bullish pattern here. Just throwing it out there. Mad, thanks for the gifted. Look at Asteroid for what? There's a waste of a click. Waste of a fucking click is what that was. Holy pump, really? Yeah, nice. I'm telling you, if there's going to be an alt season, it's going to be Zcash going to $1,000. Like, it's not Bitcoin leading this. It's not. Bro, the Zeke flows could legitimately restart hype around this place. It could legitimately restart hype around this place. It could. I'm not trying to FOMO anyone. I'm really not trying to FOMO anyone. I'm not. I don't want to FOMO anyone. I don't want anything. I've been in this. My entry's way lower than yours. My entry's way lower than yours, and I can flip on a dime. So I don't want, like, I know there's a lot of FOMO in the markets. Everything's up. Be careful. These are spots we got to be careful. But it's a very interesting one. Crypto hasn't moved. It's a very interesting one, Western man. It's a very interesting one. Tell everyone to short it. The Pit documentary is going to be insane. Yeah, it is. Okay, who else? That's CL. 58 probably already have. Who else? Karna. All-time P&L 3 mil. Only position is an Aster up 1.2 mil. Holy fuck. Jeez. What else? 1.7 mil. Momentum Kevin. Nope. Positions open. 4 mil. Tag Capital. Just rip it, bro. What's he got? Wow. Up 300K on an optimism short. Oh my God. That's really funny. You fuck with Jupe? No. I don't know. He's long near too. up 26K. ADA short up 100K. Dot short, Polkadot short up 40K. Aptos short up 30K. Bitcoin long up 70K. Damn, nice trade. 8x Bitcoin long, 70K margin from 71K up 70K. Nice. I like Jupe. I just think it's not a good token. It's it's like the greatest product ever. Bad token though. Many such cases, by the way. Many such cases. Great product, terrible token. Good product, shit token. Many cases. Let's see how it looks right now. Wow. $9,000 Zcash bid wallet, $600. Which direction? You see it? OX Sun open positions. Link it. Please link it. Please link it. Yeah, I mean, this thing is just going all-time high. It just is. I think. I don't know. I'm about to go out and party today, so I won't know. Oh. Malcolm, are you in the chat? You should bring it in before I get off stream. All-time high is 5K. Is it really? Where is it 5K? This is like a wick, right? Wow, this thing was worth like $1,000 a token in 2017. But where is it? 5K. I still don't see. 5 mil buy order on Zcash Hyperliquid at $600. Is it really? Does that mean once it gets to 600, they slam it? What does that mean? Oh, it just keeps. I see. Oh, it was market cap all-time high. I got it now. No, I don't know. I'm not seeing 5K. Hey, Malcolm, bring it in. I want to show the chat. Bring it in. It's Friday. It's chill stream. I'm about to get off soon. Can you bring it in? I'll take the sign down when you come in. Wow. Yeah, it's pretty beautiful. It's a good day, guys. We're gonna be great, man. We're gonna be great, you and me. It's Friday. You don't go out? No, I do. I don't really go out much, but every once in a while I do. Eli's went long 5M. Stop. If that actually happened, I'd be so lit. Why doesn't Monero move? I feel like Monero can move. I would like it to move, but yeah, I don't know. I'm just tunnel vision right now. All the voice notes in the pit sound like you are on a walk out in the city. Yeah, it's so loud outside, man. It's always loud. Wow, 2.5K is the top tick. It's crazy. There's a bunch of stuff I wanted to show you guys today, but I don't know. We got distracted. There's a whole section about fuck Michael Burry. Is moving to New York City not your best trade of the year? It's the best trade ever. I think the best trade any young man could make is moving to New York City if you're in finance. We read the Citrini Bubble post. I think it's the best move you could make as a young young man that's interested in finance is move to New York City. Just do it. It doesn't matter what you have to spend. It doesn't matter how much money you'll make the money back. It's like what I'm 24. What good do I have saving money at 24? Malcolm, bring it in. Please bring it in. You keep typing. You're not listening to me. What about for an old man? Yeah, it depends what you want, I think. I can only speak for would you say that if you lost 1 mil? I've lost that much on a trade before. This is unbelievable though. Let me just see if I'm tagged in any good tweets. Well, let me open a few. Chat. Chat. I have a gift. I have a gift. I got a gift. I got a gift. I got a gift. I got a gift. Wait, I don't know how to open it. There's just cash in here. It's a lot of money, dude. There's a dude, watch it. It's a lot of cash, man. Why'd you put this in here? Yeah, we'll look at the poly market right now. Wait, I'm so hyped. Chats! Let's go. I told you I was gonna do this. I was gonna spend money for the first time. I've never really spent money on anything expensive. I've not really spent money on anything expensive except for trades. The color, it's kind of like hard to see the color. The color like grades weird, huh? Wait, let me see if I can do this. Let me try to like. That's kind of hard, huh? I've actually never worn a watch before in my life. And it still doesn't fit. This fucking thing. I just sent it to get fucking. How do you take it off? How do you like pop this? How do I open it? Oh, I see. I'm stupid. Wait, I got it. Yeah, I don't know how to put it on, but just like pretend I'm wearing it. Tough! Anyways. We'll come back to that later. Zcash just put in a red candle in since I did that, by the way. Just red. Just so red. What was I just about to pull up on the stream? What was I about to pull up on the stream? Waldo's so lost about a woman's watch. It's Coca-Cola shirt, brother. Oh man, Elias was right. We're gonna make fun of Burry. I want to watch this clip.
You're looking around and you don't.
Where's my headphones? Here. Look at Cat. We have looked at it, I think. Oh, my heart. Yeah, gross. Let's watch this Warren clip. My feed. You never fade a Warren Buffett clip.
You're looking around and.
Oh, Polymarket with Sailor Cell. Thank you. Fuck, I was going crazy. Thank you. Damn, I got hella volume. Will Sailor Cell. There it is. Wow. 43% by May. I feel like you could fade this. This feels like a fade. Does it not? They let this get as high as 61%. I don't know the financials well enough of strategy to know like if they're actually going to sell or not. That's insane.
And you don't see you're looking around and you don't see a lot that you want to invest in.
Oh. Well, then we don't do anything. I mean, we've been in up to 60 years I've been in the business. There's probably 5 of them have been really juicy, and I think it was Tom Watson Sr. of IBM that said, they asked him the reason why IBM had been so successful or something like that. And he said, I'm smart at spots and I stay around those spots. And that's the whole thing. And IBM was in 3 different businesses, including time clocks and a couple of, and 2 of the 3 turned out to be no good, but so they just focused on the one.
You're looking around and you don't see a lot that you want to invest.
He just had 5 spots in 60 years. What the fuck? Is he still alive? Yeah. He's the GOAT, bro. Oh, man. Wait, let's look at this. I look at the Velo thing now. Look at this. How sick is this? We're getting better. Zcash volume one day. Can we expand? Can we pop it out? Wow, look at this thing. Weekly volume. It's pretty sick, huh? Pop it out. You can go like open interest. Pop it out. 6 months OI. Look how low it got. Crazy. Sick visuals, huh? It's free too. Velo XYZ. I think they own Zoomer. I don't know if that's true or not. Velo's lit, yeah. Is that open interest shielded? Haha, let's go like this. So you're still short, my friend. It's funny. I was telling my dad about Zcash a while back, like the first run, because if you remember, I made a lot of it's actually one of my best trades ever. Zcash run 1. I remember it shilling to my dad. I'm in the car and I'm just like Zcash, private money. And he said, "Son, where do you hold it?" I'm like, "What do you mean?" He's like what? Where is your Zcash? And I was like, Coinbase. I'm long perps on Hyperliquid. And he's like, got it. Like perpetual futures. I said, yeah. And he's like, okay, so you don't even own the coins. I said, well, no. And he said, okay, so why are you telling that? So how does that work with privacy? I said, Dad, stop asking questions about this. I don't know. I said, I don't want to know. He was like, where do you hold it? I was like, well, you know. All right, here's a shielded chart. Not bad. T-Dad is tapped in. My dad is super tapped. I was talking about the AI trade today. My dad's giga tapped. I'm not gonna lie. Say you hold him in CDs. Looks good, Tyler Davis. Does he trade? Yeah, he does. Not like schizo flip-flop positions. I always think one day I'll bring my dad on the stream. Would be sick. I don't know. He wouldn't want to do it, I don't think. It'd be sick one day if I interview my parents. I don't really want to like put them on blast though. T-Mom and T-Dad. One day I'll do it. I always thought it'd be fun to get him on the pod. When I was doing a podcast, I just wanted to get him on the podcast. What is T-Sun coming? How about this new Air Max tweet just dropped, by the way? Maybe his best one ever. Micron is even on Hyperliquid. It's not too late to go all in. Like, sell the house and buy Micron type move. Just don't sell your Bitcoin. Air mass. Hello, threadguys, baby mom. Good to see you here. Wow, CEO got the tank. I love crypto Twitter. You could never. I don't care if I had to stream in front of 5 people for the rest of my life. If I could talk about crypto Twitter all day, every day, I would do it. He got the tank. Look at this thing. What did he pay for it again? It's happening today. Pretty exciting. Paying a visit to the tank. I'm 2 weeks away from a nuclear weapon. So, Trini, do you need a 4th intern at Hormuz? I don't think he paid that much. How much was the tank? Somebody fact check me on the tank. I don't really think he paid that much. Like 15K. No. It was more. It was more. I think it was like 150, 200 maybe. Yeah. 15K, you're nuts. Look at this. I think it works. What is that symbol? Dog. Wait, what? Who's the GeoGuessr guy? T4 main battle tank. Ah! Sold for $221,000 United States dollars on 8/8/25. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August. The T-54 is a Cold War era main battle tank that was imported to the U.S. before it was purchased by the selling dealer in 2023. The tank is finished with green with Soviet markings and is powered 39-liter V12 matted to a 5-speed manual transmission. Equipment includes a rotating turret with a demilled 100 mm gun and a twin-barrel machine gun, top-mounted storage lockers, and rear oil barrels. Inside the cockpit accommodates a crew of 4. It retains turret controls, a fire suspension system, periscopes, and storage racks. This T-54 battle tank is offered in Washington, Missouri on a bill of sale. Holy fuck. Dude, what the fuck? Wait, this is it. Check Zcash, fine. Bro, look at it! Not gonna lie, I fucking love this channel. Thank God I stumbled across it. Where'd you find it? How'd you find me? That rocks. I love you too. Dog, what the fuck? Oh my God, Zcash. Fine. Bro, focus. You can't just stop. It's up $1. I'm watching a video. No more. Oh my God, Zcash unless it's like 6:15. Stop. I know, dude. I got excited.
With Bullet Motorsports and his cute little tank. Particularly.
Oh my God, Zcash. Is it 6:15? Oh, that's fair. All right, fine. He guy looks like he plays Catan. Bro, I found on YouTube last month. That's sick, dude. Welcome. We're glad to have you here. I do play Catan. I played one time in my life and I fucking dominated the field. Crazy is $3 more expensive on HL. Okay, so now what happens? We got to get to what? We got to get to 750. We got to get to 750. Cool. Is Ansem tweeting? Would you round trip 1 mil on? Damn, you came in mad. You came in mad late to ask me that. On hype, it's 614. Damn, they're fucking mooning it, bro. Let's fucking go. By the way, I didn't round trip a mil. Oh, you watching YouTube? Welcome, brother. Stay in the Twitch. I get lonely, bro, if you on YouTube. I get lonely, bro. Stay in the Twitch. Thank you, bro. I'm Unk. I didn't round trip it. I just lost it on Goat Coin. It's pretty stupid, I know. I was never up more than like 100 or 200K max. YouTube enjoyers. There really are a bunch of YouTube enjoyers. If you're on YouTube, by the way, do you want to chat? Twitch.tv/threadguy. Dave, you're in here. Oh, here you are. I got you. YouTube squad. Wow. What a move, brother. What was your average on Goat? Billion. Yeah, billion. I love the YouTube stream highlights. You should move it to Upbit or Binance. You're paying 700 bips a day in funding. I know, but I don't. I just like having it on HL. I don't know why. Yeah, you know, I'm like, no, I don't optimize for that shit at all. Actually, Elias, I'd be done to take your advice on what I should do. This thing popping 750 does magic for crypto. Yeah. Let this lead Bitcoin. Let it lead everything. Fuck it, right? What was Ansem? Is Ansem tweeting? Stop loss, stop win. Shout out to fucking Migmist. I tweeted that when I was asked if I have a stop loss. Is Ansem tweeting? Buying ZK 600 is like buying Bitcoin at 600. On exchange, you're paying 200% on year. On one exchange, you're paying 200%. On another, you're paying 10% for year. So say now XMR catches no flows off that. Yeah, it is bizarre. What is funding on HL right now? Like your own tweet. If you don't like your own tweets, how could somebody else? By the way, I have a dinner soon. What time is it? Funding. Oh my God, it's 200%. I'm getting eaten alive on funding right now. Oh, what do I do? Yeah, that price disparity is crazy, huh? 615 on 0.7% per day. Fuck. But this doesn't stay like this. Like it's gonna go back down. I mean, it's crazy. My first Zcash trade, my first Zcash trade, it was negative basically the whole move. A lot. Like I got paid a lot the whole move up. Round one on Zcash, it was crazy. I'm also not gonna be in this for the year, bro. Also, it isn't what did you find, Zcash? What up, bro? What did you find, Zcash? What if I convince you to finally start finding clips in? I'm not gonna rehash the whole thing right now, but I definitely was just trading the chart. I was trading the chart for sure. I was trading the chart. Chart and flows and a little bit of narrative, and now I'm mostly narrative and like praying it works. At the level I think it should work. Guys, this was a fun Friday stream. I'll say this is I've been having a lot of fun with streams recently. I thought your thesis was good. Thank you, brother. I've been having a lot of fun with streams recently because I feel like ever since really we after 1010 we were forced to start covering stuff that wasn't crypto. Look, I'm not gonna sit here and act like we've nailed the AI trade by any stretch, but I think cumulative IQ and seriousness of topics and high level of topics we cover on a daily basis has increased so exponentially, and I think we're just like on the ball. You know what I mean? Like I think you could pull up here every single day and you could be pretty well versed in what is happening in markets every day. Now, look, to be fair, that would be the true if I hit all of the topics I'm supposed to cover on a daily basis. I almost never do. I have like 100. I was supposed to cover so much today. I missed all of it. I have all this stock stuff, Trump, Dell. I have all this semi stuff. Missed it all. Weird futures. I was going to talk about cattle and shit. Missed it all. But I think what we're doing right now is really just correct. It's really just correct. And I think you could be here every single day and focus on what we're doing. Focus on... Oh my God. They're just going to do it. Oh my God. I'm about to make the most annoying complaint ever about how my steak too juicy and my lobster too buttery, but I pussied out on doubling. And look, I pussied out on adding a lot, like 450, because I was already in so deep. It probably would have been stupid. I would have been oversized and it would stress me out more, but I'm just saying. My steak too juicy, my lobster too buttery, yada, 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 yada. But if you have coins, any exposure at all, it's going to be good for your coins. This is nuts. I really, I should have robbed everyone around me and logged 100x. I really just think what we are doing right now is right. I think what we wake up and talk about every single day is right. I think what you come here and show up to educate yourself on and to listen to and to study is right. I think that we've built a community where we crowdsource information, we crowdsource opinions. I don't at any point pretend to be some sort of genius that has to be right, which gives me the humility to be wrong publicly, which is awesome. I think we're headed in the right direction. I think we're as much on the bleeding edge as anybody in the world on what we cover, what we talk about, what we discuss. I think we're so on the money with the direction things are headed, okay, with the trend, with the way trades are moving, with the way attention is being fragmented and directed. It's pretty fascinating to see every mainstream person in the world all coordinate and converge on finance. The whole world is coming here, and stocks will go up, stocks will go down, crypto will go up, crypto will go down. But at the end of the day, I think, and I really believe in my heart, if we sit here and we do this for long enough, we're just going to be right. We're just going to be right. You're just going to be right. There's no scenario in which you can do this every single day. 3 hours. We do this 3 hours a day, every single fucking day. There's no scenario which you can do that over an extended time period and not make it. And so I really look at this. I look at you guys like my family. Thank you for being here with me every single day. And I'm telling you, man, I'm focused on trading now more than I ever have my entire life. Because, on some Timothy Chalamet shit, I'm really in the pursuit of greatness in this trading.